And here we go. Oh, I've definitely been looking forward to this after having a week of completely no streaming after my surgery. So yes, let's get right on into it, guys. I'm so glad to be back.
Yeah. Oh god.
Happy
Also-
Middle Moon Festival, folks.
Also, I might have also realized something while playing Baldur's Gate the other day, so I was basically making saves, so I go back through and romance all the different NPCs from the point where it just becomes like the most easy in, which is when all the tieflings are in your camp. But that's also when I realized, wow, our camp is literally just a bisexual nudist colony. Because I take everyone's clothes
Did you
off.
make them all naked?
Yeah, because I had the power to. Because I had the power to, and it makes me laugh every time.
Oh God.
And
You learned
besides,
something today.
You let the companion survive? Why?
What do you mean?
Because I'm not playing with other people, Bob, so they have to entertain me.
Yeah, fair.
Listen,
fair.
not everybody's in a murder cave.
Yeah.
Who are you romancing?
For this first one, Shadowheart, and it's been a
yeah!
Oh,
A man of taste!
yeah. Jay Frost is also romancing Shadowheart. He went, I can break this one, and then he went,
I'm not
oh,
fixing it, I'm breaking it.
and then immediately turned on his heel and went, I must protect the soft bab.
The game fucked me
I'll
over
protect.
and glitched my scene out. So I
It
couldn't even
glitched-
get the scene.
What's
Yeah,
what
there's a glitch
scene?
where you can miss the sex scene. Apparently,
Well,
like
well, there's only one actual sex scene if you're going for the female characters in that, and that's if you go with Lae'zel, and that's just because Lae'zel is
No.
really like, I am DTF. I've seen you kill things. I am attracted to this.
Lae'zel is literally if you can
Snoozer.
best me in a fight, we will be together. And then I remember that, like, she said something in Gith that she translated it as the nickname instead of baby, honey, sugar, sweetie. It's source of my bruises. That tells you everything you need to know about the Gith Yankee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to win that fight, by the way. She beat the shit out of me in that fight. I was a bard, and she was a very specced out polearm fighter.
Meanwhile,
She kicked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, how did you not make your Asterion a thief? And I'm like, because he's great as an arcane trickster, and there's so many like great items for arcane tricksters.
Mm-hmm.
Like just giving him magic missile, and then maybe like 3-4 hours later down the line, you can literally just get a ring that will automatically up the number of magic missiles you fire. So I'm just like, yeah, that's actually really great for him. Oh, it also gives me a free cast of magic missiles so I can save some of his limited spell slots. Yes.
Yeah,
I just put that on Gale.
I've also
Easy.
I've also got Asterion as an arcane trickster rogue.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, my character's romancing Gale. He's funny.
I am okay with Gale, but I'll also say two things. One, he's a high-class fuckboy.
What?
I'm literally saying
What
this
do you
because the other thing is
mean?
like the thing that annoys me. I'm playing as a warlock, and he tried to mansplain magic to me.
Also Warlock.
Yeah, no, I was having this entire conversation with Punk the other day. We were going down the line of all of all the characters in Baldur's Gate, and we got to them and we're basically just like, yeah, no, he really does just like high-key mansplain magic to everyone in the party, assuming that the first time anyone plays it, they're going to be doing a martial or a bard.
I mean, I'm a ranger. Yeah, I thought it was cute. So, Gale's early interaction reminded me of when Jay Frost and I first started going out. Like, he stumbles over himself, but he's charming and he's cute. And I'm like, okay, I am romancing this one because he reminds me of my hubby.
Totally fair. I just like Shadowheart so much because you start talking to them, they're like, oh, wait a second, I can trust you, I'll open up. Oh, no, I just trauma dumped on you, and be like, well, yeah, you definitely did just tell me, like, your greatest secret in the middle of a goblin camp for no reason. Like, I was just gonna ask you, hey, are my shoes untied? And then you told me your entire religion.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we lost the DM.
Hi.
Hi.
The DM has noticed that his internet has died.
Oh, no! DM's internet has died.
Yeah, tomorrow I am just going to stop over at that fucking thing and
The
just
place, yeah.
just say fuck it, I'll fork over the $200 to get that
Yeah.
device so I can connect to that.
So we have a small problemo.
Hello, chat. Hello, everybody.
It's my husband.
It is the Dungeon Master who is currently ready to throw that internet box of his into the air and then shotgun blast it.
So you uploaded all of the images to Roll20, right?
Yes, but remember, I also have stats and everything else, as well as notes that are on that computer. I can't.
You don't need to be on the internet for those notes, right?
Technically, yeah, because they are in the browser form of Roll20.
So those are documents online.
I'm telling you. So what you can do, so we can play. I'll give you my computer.
Honey,
I'll play on my
honey.
phone.
No, I will
Let-
just wait for the.
We have
I'm
time.
willing-
I
I love you, but I am willing to fight you both in this office and in the bedroom.
I will fight you if I didn't have a cat on my lap.
Well, whose fault is that?
Wouldn't stop Lazelle.
Wiley says it wouldn't stop Lazelle. Neither of us are romancing Lazelle.
Lazelle's.
A bit much, and she's
One
not in my
playthrough.
party for a reason.
That's the thing.
There's a word for her, but I can't say it right now.
The thing is, if you don't try to romance anybody, Lazelle will romance you.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. I didn't
No,
know
I-
that.
I love
Chat
how
your back,
everyone
honey.
else is trying to like. Everyone else isn't like, I'm trying to romance someone in Baldur's Gate, and I'm just trying to find out with Wesker what that magic do. Like, that's all I want to know.
So when Gail said, "Let me explain magic," and that was the first person I talked to in camp that night. Everybody else went, "Oh, so you're going out with Gail?" I went, "What? No, he just said he was going to show me." Oh, it was a euphemism. Oh fuck! And then it turned out no, it was not. In fact, a euphemism. He did want to show me magic.
Apologies, I have lost my remote to turn on the TV.
Honey,
Look, my life.
my
is
love.
Well,
my life is just deteriorating. Okay.
well, I'll say this. Let's stop with the Baldur's Gate podcast and let's start going
Yeah.
around the horn because now we've got internet back. So,
Yeah.
Yes,
J
and
Frost,
also-
why don't you take us away?
Hi. When you're not hearing me trying to scratch around looking for a remote to turn this TV back on, so that way I can see things, you can find me at twitch.tv/fartingsheart. And for every Sunday and Tuesday game for D&D, War of the Shattered Sun. We're in shit's creek up a paddle without a paddle. Life is not good right now. We are about to get into a fight that I am very, very, very much not looking forward to. And also, we're dealing with consequences thanks to underground lucha wrestling shit on our Tuesday campaign. When you don't find me streaming, and, more streaming, you can find me on my channel, twitch.tv/jfrost747, and on Twitter, same username. Basically, shitposting memes, and by the end of October, we'll be doing a special Halloween one-shot, known as The Hungering Void. I'll let y'all play with that information as you will. Somebody go after me as I take over. I don't care who. I gotta go find my remote.
Here, I'll do it. Mine's pretty easy. Hello, I am the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media, but you can find me on literally everything that J Frost just mentioned. And I will be willing to take all the vagaries out of at least one of those scenarios. Referring to the Up a Shit Creek part is when we walked into the nexus of the evil household that we have been in for like a month plus, and we found an Elder Brain and a Mind Flayer Beholder fusion combo. So
Fucking
that's
sucks, doesn't it?
yeah. We're going to find out exactly how much tomorrow, but for someone who has experience in this sort of thing, Bob.
Greetings and salutations, friends, compatriots, and everything in between. I am Shadow Dancer Bob. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon at Shadow Dancer Bob. On Sundays, you can find me on my channel for the Maelstrom, which is a WWE meets D&D wrestling show. There's a lot of things going on. I have been very busy. We just finished our fairy dragon hunting event, where a fairy dragon, if it eats chocolate, duplicates into other fairy dragons. And then they robbed the bakery. There was thousands of them. We just got the event where a group won a month's supply of pastries for killing the most fairy dragons. Tomorrow is October 1st. The season of fear will begin. Good luck, Willie. On Mondays, you can find me on twitch.tv/LadyPator for The Ties That Bind, where Daenerys the Tabaxi Wizard, the multiversal variant of Indare the Tabaxi Artificer, is attempting to save a group of refugees and stop a war. Tuesday, I have nothing. That is my day to rest. On Wednesdays, occasionally, you can find me playing the handsomely devilish, potentially former villain, the Silver Devil. Also, the shopkeeper, the mad scientist, Gabby. On Thursdays, you can find me on my channel with the Murder Cave playing Baldur's Gate. This week, we bugged the merchant so bad with our bullshit that he stopped functioning. He would not talk to us at all. He would not call guards. We ended up pickpocketing his entire inventory and then walking off. He chased us all the way down to the Nautiloid crash. We beat the shit out of him and left him for dead. On Fridays, we got Shark Squad with Arkolf, with Lenny Pator, with Kate Elizabeth, Miss Boobs McBallrog for the Sea of Thieves, Monkey Island. The third part just came out, but last night we didn't do that. We played Valheim again. We missed that game. It's a lot of fun. We kicked the shit out of a deer. And on Saturdays, you can find me here occasionally. Zyme site, where can people find you? What do you have going on?
Hey, diddly do. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram at Zyme and on YouTube at Zyme as well. But you know what? If that's just really difficult to remember, because I get it, social media be whack and it's hard to remember things, here you go. This makes everything easier. I'm doing Final Fantasy X on Tuesdays. That is fun. We're at the Thunder Plains. We're at the forced marriage situation, and I am basically talking shit and roasting Waka and Seymour the entire time. Thursdays, I've been playing the DLC for Resident Evil 4. I really like it. And like I said earlier, I just want Wesker to tell me what that magic do. On Fridays, I've been playing Street Fighter 6. I'm stuck at Iron 5. Ooh, wee trying. But also, my beautiful Snake Queen Aki came out, and now I don't know what to do. I'm not trying to fix her. I like her just the way she is. Outside of that, I'm working on cosplays, posting a progress for that on Instagram. Haven't mentioned what the cosplay is yet, because it's a surprise, but it's going to debut at New York Comic Con.
Nice.
Crossing my fingers. Hoping I don't get sick. If you see me at New York Comic Con on the 12th of October, say hi. I like to chat. I'm friendly. I swear. I don't bite often. That's basically me. Krista, you.
Hi. Hello. I am Spoiled Chestnut, also known as Krista. You can basically only find me here every other Saturday, and as the disembodied voice in the back of J Frost streams on the occasion. Though I do believe at some point in time we are going to do a couple stream where we are dealing with shenanigans and nonsense. So that'll be fun. Be sure to look out for that. Let's see. But yeah. So I actually bought the new version of Live 2D. So I'm working on some commissions again as like a thing to do because I'm bored to tears on my days off. So I may or may not be working on VTubers again. Yeah. So that's that. Wiley, go.
Hello, you can find me at twitch.tv/xwiley. I play randomizers on Mondays. I usually aim for 10 ESC. Usually end up being delayed, but yes. Tuesdays, bi-weekly, you can find me at that Ravnica a game on the Fighting Touch channel. Thursdays, I play more randomizers with Helix Sucks on his channel. And I have a YouTube and Ko-Fi at Wiley Willy. I believe that is everything. Vaughn?
Yes. All right. Well, hey, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, and now on Patreon at Burnout Vaughn, where, yeah, had an entire week off from streaming. I was like, okay, let's make my life more complicated. Let's open a Patreon, and then had to start making rewards for tiers. So if you want to see all the different rewards that you could possibly get for the different tiers, go ahead and check that out. There's a link right there in the description. Aside from that, next week, me and Zai might change it up a little bit for our Wizard Sibs plays, trying out some of the side content of the RE2 make that I have actually never seen any of that, so that'll be fun before we get to the Claire B route. And then, coming up on Friday, we have more of Districtly Professional, where we're probably going to meet the famed Dr. Are You Splodin? And,
Are you serious?
Yeah, no. Like I said, that was a lead that was meant to be like, oh, so that's where that came from. We were immediately like, no, we're gonna go talk to this person. Yeah, and then Sarah's like, well, I did have some time off, so I guess I'll do art for them, and I can't wait to see it. But speaking of that, aside from Districtly Professional, next week we finally have the return of No Love War Extra, where me and Zako get to jump back more into some AI. It's the Somnia Files Nirvana initiative, where, man, things are only getting weirder, and we've only just now disproven time travel, so I can't wait to see how this goes. But with that out of the way, it's time for me to take us away with our lovely theme song, so let me just cue that up.
It just works.
Oh, we're talking about King Crimson?
This week.
Ooh, came in a little robot-y there.
Sorry. Well, I'll repeat for you, even though chat heard, which was, I didn't know we were talking about King Crimson.
Let's not. Let's
King Crimson!
Listen, man, I had to read before the popularity of JoJo's translations existed, okay? So try to imagine understanding King Crimson with bad translations.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. But that being said, J Frost, if you would, please take us away.
Remind me, your thing is disabled for soundboard, yes?
Yes.
Alright, okay, I'm not gonna play it then. Just imagine Dio screaming Zawara, though, and you're just hearing the whole thing. But, yeah. You know, I will take y'all away, but for a free inspiration for today, who would like to go and recount the events of last session?
I was playing with doggos last time. It probably should not be me, as there are going to be names missing. It is going to be the most TLDR synopsis.
Fair enough.
I'll take a shot at it.
All right, take a crack. Let's see how well you perform.
So, we picked up where we left off at the same bar. Dallas and Dare had walked off. Belky and Iapetus, they decided to kind of like figure out what to do about the current mood of the group. Ultimately, the group decided that they would go after Dare, who was going to see about recovering the missing 3,000 gold from the previous night's adventures. This wound up taking him back to the bar that we had gone to previously, specifically to the VIP section, where we encountered, well, a very notable femme fatale. who admitted to buying some of Endear's candies, but didn't have much information about the cash past that. However, this did attract the attentions of the patron, who had a bit of a wager to offer us. In about, what was it, a month's time?
I stuck my foot in my mouth and said, yeah, I bet our chef can beat your chef. And he went, okay, bet. What?
Yes, but it was like in a month's time, right?
Yes, in a month's time.
Yes. When we basically did our chef v chef in a month, wagering massive amounts of college tuition for the school in donations.
Yes.
Versus the rest of the party having to do dishes for a month.
For 100 days.
100 days, yes. And we very much accepted that. We were a little not exactly happy about the state of, the business dealings of the person that we were involved with, but ultimately that's what we decided to do. Daedalus on his end, though, decided to do some research into our recent dwarven acquaintance, and he came back clean. Like, no problem there. As Nylock kind of scanned him over and seemed to be okay for the most part. And what else did you do with Nylock? Currently blanking.
We began going over I was given permission to start actively integrating the programs I'm working on to the full network of the Securitrons, which is housed inside the Biblioplex.
Right. And we also all came to an important realization that your helper was not inside your body, but in fact on the front of it.
Yes. I think all of us assumed it was inside of you at some,
we all
in some
did.
capacity. Yeah.
Well, the phrase was attached to your heart.
Yeah, we thought it was the Wolverine thing.
And,
Yeah,
well, no,
the hearts are inside. Yeah.
Yeah, he's attached to your heart, but
well,
less neural link and more Blue Beetle.
Yes. Though I still consider it Blue Beetle because I'm a DC guy.
And I think that's it. Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah, other than Naylock pointed out that the bat was in the room and told Lucy to, like, be mindful of his friends or be mindful of the people who care about him and don't push them away.
Yep, I think that's it.
So, J Frost.
Yes.
Hello?
Oh, fuck it. It did it again.
I'm not laughing at him. I just heard a faint god.
Yeah.
Baby rage in the distance.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon.
Yes, hi.
The internet.
Yes, it did. We're gonna have some problems, honey.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my solution?
I know your solution. I just...
Uh-huh.
Just let me suffer.
No, not allowed. Illegal. So, yeah. Such is life.
At least it's still registering him in the call.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Discord can take a minute to catch up.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
this happen.
Oh.
Well, that being said, yeah. So we're gonna see what levels of party drama we get to. Oh, this will be
hopefully, non-nuclear levels of it. Realistically, I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay, just so long as we don't find out about what Daedalus has been up to. Because while Endear has been up to some shit, at the same time, us learning about what's going on with Daedalus at the same time is going to be... That's going to be a lot for everybody.
Yeah, like the crime boss thing, I'm kind of like, well, I mean, Iapetus doesn't know he's a crime boss yet.
I think it was heavily implied to everyone.
She still doesn't know because it was never like, and Dare and Salas found out because of the first time that they went, but like, no one has bluntly told her that's what it is. So she just assumes that he's like a big wig that kind of has control over the ley line to a point, but she didn't but she didn't sense anything shady.
I don't know what you're talking about. He is a fine, legitimate businessman
Yes.
that has
There
a
we-
number of crude accusations against him, but thankfully they were all dropped in court when the witnesses went missing.
That's not sus at all.
In Dare,
But what I'm scared of is when the
Hi.
party finds out
Hi.
about the recordings. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
looking
scared
forward
of.
to finally getting that
Yeah.
fucking Wi-Fi thing for this goddamn computer
Let's-
because fuck me, this is kind of getting it.
Let's get started then.
Yeah,
I was
quickly.
gonna say, for bonus points, do you remember what this man's name is?
Not a clue.
Lion Man guy.
Brock. Because there was a joke between Brock Sampson and Brock Lesnar.
Correct. You
Something Samson.
Wiley's actually correct.
okay.
I didn't write it down for some reason.
I remember that his wife is Savannah, I believe.
Savannah, yeah.
That's what her
Savannah
name was.
Samson.
Because I remember the effect that she had on Endare.
Yep.
She went, ooh la la.
No, she
Yep.
she definitely tongue punched his tonsils.
Yeah, she
Um,
did do that, yes.
May I interject?
Uh-huh.
Perhaps we should get started on this before the
Yes,
internet dies
please.
again.
Yes.
Joke's on you, it's always gonna die. It's this house. Anyways, but yes, we will be picking up where we left off. And I believe... let's see here. Let me just make sure my notes are correct. Okay, considering everything, I will say you all will get at least a rest tonight.
What kind of rest?
A long
Yes.
rest.
Okay.
Is that in our dorm or are we
Yeah, you're
still...
going back
okay.
to your dorms.
Okay, cool. Bless.
Yeah, because, hey, I think you would all want to sleep in free housing.
Yeah, I would
Free,
say so.
quote
Yes.
unquote.
Yeah, overnight in the detention
I'm a
center
druid,
wasn't fun.
so-
Also, remember Zai, Daedalus left Iapetus some of the sent from home chocolates in their room.
Do that.
Free chocolate.
Wait, so I just realized I gave my sister part
Chocolate?
dog chocolate.
She'll be
Hey,
alright.
I'm sure nothing's gonna
Fine.
happen.
I know I just had to make the joke.
I mean, I had a dog who ate chocolate,
Had.
It survived. It survived the chocolate.
and it wasn't cheap chocolate. It was expensive chocolate.
The dog
Ate
was
the whole
well,
box.
The dog was okay from that incident. The dog has since passed, though.
But that was for another reason.
Yes.
I miss you, Sparky. But anyways.
Anyway, let's get started.
Yeah. So, everyone will wake up, long rest, any missing hit points recovered. Everything else, spell slots, you name it, y'all get it back. Wake up, and it's brekkie time.
Don't put on any makeup.
Why'd you leave your keys up on the table?
Let's go, guys. Who's starting us off?
Well, I mean, the DM would start us off, considering.
Listen here, you piece of shit.
I'm listening. I'm just waiting for you to say something, that's meaningful.
Honey.
Yes.
Okay, so Salas wakes up.
Yes.
Don't we all just go to Endare's room?
Yeah, I think we would all probably go to Endare's for multiple reasons.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Dare. Is there anything you would like to cook for breakfast?
Given the last couple days for him and what he's probably been going through for the night, it would be something very simple, very easy to make.
Probably scrambled eggs and bacon.
He would probably have that, but he would have something completely different for Salus. Salus does not eat eggs.
Correct.
You don't eat eggs.
And just bacon. More bacon.
He would probably have, given that Salus is his partner in crime, he would probably put a little bit of extra effort in for Salus. He'd probably make him like French toast or something.
Yeah,
Aw.
nice. Yeah, I was thinking French toast would probably be a good idea. Yeah, you get some nice French toast with like some blueberries and raspberries.
Everybody else
Blackberries.
gets breakfast burritos with eggs, hash browns, and bacon.
God damn.
I mean,
that
there's a
sounds good.
France in this world.
No,
French don't
there's
exist.
no frogs in my world.
Then what the hell did we fight in like session 2?
I was about to ask. Wait.
Not-
Oh wait,
Look-
those were toads, not frogs. My bad.
Yes.
Uh,
I should also say, Daedalus is not with the group. He is getting breakfast in the cafeteria.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah, that's
And if-
understandable.
If that's the case, I'll say for breakfast in the cafeteria is going to be Gruyere, bacon and spinach scrambled eggs, blueberry banana nut smoothie, sheet pan sausage and egg breakfast bake, probably some blender pancakes, smashed avocado toast, little coconuts and raspberry smoothie, and probably, like as a finish, is a spinach and prosciutto frittata muffin.
Daedalus will pick.
So-
Daedalus will just pick something without looking and then just eat.
You eat the spinach muffin. It is spinachy and muffiny.
Hmm.
But besides that, I will say classes today will go pretty simplistically. Let me get out everybody's classes just to have that set up. Okay, so if I could have the following people please do me a favor.
Yes.
I would like for the first group of people to roll me a general. Just roll me like a general intelligence to see how much you retain today. It'll be for Incomancy, so I need Daedalus, Salus, and Goldbloom.
16.
21.
8.
Alright. Daedalus, Salus. Class goes easy for you. Goldbloom. Incomancy hard. Brain no work.
I'm drawing more tattoos.
You are drawing more tattoos and doodling very phallic objects into your notebook.
I can make it move.
You want to see my tattoo dance?
Fuck me.
I think they call this twerking.
Oh god, no!
What are you talking about? This is just tattoo work, you know, twerking. I'm twerking on my tattoo.
Wow. Okay.
No,
Things
you have to give him credit for that much of a reach.
Things
That was like
I
that was
never
Michael Jordan at
thought
the end of Space Jam reach.
Things I never fucking feared for 500, Alex.
I can do that too.
At times I love you all and want to give you free inspiration. At other times I want to throw a Tarrasque at you.
Yeah, sounds about a D&D party, yeah.
Yeah. This is life.
Alright, so I'm going to say this. Next class, I will need Endare, Iepetus, and Belky. Please roll me General Intelligence.
Alrighty. Please roll well.
Make sure you call out your rolls.
Iepetus.
Give me a second. It's loading. It's being a pain, but it's loading.
Keep loading.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, whoops! I did intelligence save instead of intelligence. Might be. There we go,
Roll
17.
20 crash. Refresh. Hey DM, can you roll for me?
Yeah, I can roll for you.
Wait, no. Oh, of course I hit refresh when it was. Fuck. Fine, go ahead and roll for me.
This house is full of multiple problems. All right,
It's fine.
general intelligence.
Yes.
Belky, you rolled a 13.
Hey, average.
So, I up it to Smelky. Class for you in History of Magic and Art, not too bad. And there, you're not paying attention. You're still kind of, feeling the tiredness and high roll of, last night's shenanigans. Also, pretty lady gave you a kiss.
I think Belky would after we had something to eat and whatnot. She'd go to Endare and go, "Hey, man, do you mind if we like had a chat about last night?"
Which part?
I want to apologize. Because, I was trying to, big you up and whatnot because, while the guy was maybe a little bit dubious, I know you're fucking good at what you do. I wanted to kind of give you some cred, try and sell my friend on his skills, But, I mean, obviously I didn't ask. And it turned into a much bigger thing than I figured, because I was like, yeah, okay, so they'll cook one thing and that'll be that and we'll move on our way. But that's not how it turned out.
Belky, the thing about this is,
Yeah.
you saw an opportunity.
Yeah.
You and I are opportunists. We're not
I
the
mean,
type
yeah.
of person that will let an opportunity just slip by and watch it walk off into the sunset. We see an opportunity, we go for it. And I will never give you hell for trying to seize an opportunity.
So we're cool then?
Oh, hell yeah. To be totally honest with you, I was thinking about ways to try to get into that VIP lounge and try to make contact with the guy myself. You just made my job easy.
She's going to offer a fist bump.
He fist bumps her back.
Aw.
It's a win-win situation. We win. Hey, free tuition for so many people. We lose. Hey, the guy still sees my skills.
Yeah, but you better not fucking lose. I'm just saying, man. I got shit to do. I have a career. This school is nice and all, is not my number one priority.
Very true, but take a look at this.
Yeah.
If you do lose, you're going to have primo access to a lot of people from a lot of different locations, including all of his contacts, all of his business partners. Primo schmoozing.
Yeah, except I kind of fucking hate doing manual labor.
Mood.
Yeah. I know how you like cooking and all that, and it's fun for you, but it's not my gig.
You like to be the voice, you don't like to be the muscle.
Yeah, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. I like muscles, and Belky will flex, but
When Belky flexes and Dare fans himself with his hand a little bit.
Oh, these two are the fucking worst.
I've paired two delinquents together. Oh.
Yes, you have.
So what you're saying is you would much rather prefer the role of a supervisor.
Oh no, I don't even know. I would much prefer center stage in the spotlight, man. If it ain't that, it ain't for me.
Oh god, I love you, idiots.
But, things go as they go and what have you. So I'll be there to back you the whole way. And anything you need, like literally anything, if you need me to get in touch with my dad to find some rare shit for you to experiment with, just say the word. Like, for real.
I've got an ace up my sleeve up for this one.
Is it the dragon meat?
Oh no. The dragon meat's going to be
No.
useful, but the ace up my sleeve is a giant kraken-sized card.
Ah, that's right. Your buddy. How could I possibly fucking forget? But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, man. Like seeing what you could do.
Also, I would advise one particular thing.
What was that?
Keep a close eye on Savannah.
Yeah, she's supposed to be with the big boss, and she done heckin' smooched you, my guy.
Well, we don't know. Polyamorous relationships are a thing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the kind of relationship I have with my girl.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me you had someone, my guy.
Yeah. Before I transferred over to Strixhaven, I was at
Yeah?
another school, but
Oh.
unfortunately, some stuff went down over there. I think
Yeah?
the country that they were in went to war, and since I wasn't technically of their country, I couldn't go to war for them, so they shipped me out. But
Huh.
yeah, she's a cleric.
Wild. Yeah, no, like I had no idea.
Yeah.
But I mean, so you say polyamory. I'm more like this is a fun night, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're the type that's more you're after the thrill of it, you want no strings attached and everything
I
like
can't
that.
help it, man. Listen, I grew up around my dad, living the rockstar life. I can't be in one place for one person all the time. That takes the fun out of it.
No, I get you. Sometimes love is very short and very fleeting, but you have to enjoy it when you have it.
Hell yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. We do the best we can with what we got.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, is there anything I can do for you for this like event that's going on?
If there is, I'll let you know. But at the very least, I'm gonna need to spend the next month with Iapetus a lot
Really? Why is that?
because she's on my cooking team.
So, out of character, who else is in the room? Is it Iapetus?
Iapetus.
Okay.
Yep, it me.
Hey, Red.
Yo, what's up?
Apparently, Catman Dude here has some work for you to do.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. Because we have to prep for the dinner.
Yeah.
Go on, I'm listening. She's gonna take out chocolate and like pop it in her mouth. Anyone want some?
Where'd you get that? It looks good.
Oh,
Oh, shit, it smells good.
it was in my room. I think Mama Van de Venti sent it.
Oh.
I guess it arrived in the mail, and Lucy just left it in the room for me so that I could have some.
Nice.
And
Oh,
she
yeah.
will offer chocolate.
No.
Belky will be nice and take one.
She's also gonna push it towards Indare because she figures with his palate he probably would want to taste it too.
Adair will take one.
Think of the Lindor chocolates with their smooth, creamy taste. That's
It
what
tastes
you
like the
get.
fancy ones near us, isn't it?
Kind of.
Okay.
Nice flavor composition, not bad.
Mmm. Is mine dark chocolate or is it like a mix of what kind?
There's a little different couple mixtures.
Okay.
There's like some light white chocolate, some dark chocolate, milk chocolate, some with nuts, between almonds, coconut, cashew. Some have a little bit of toffee in them.
Sent us a box of Russell
Yeah.
Stofers.
Fucking yeah! We love us some Russell Stouffer. Yeah, Belky's like, oh fuck, burnt caramel. Mmm. Man, can you have your mom like send us some more? I'll pay her.
I mean, yeah, probably. Knowing mom, she'll probably send more regardless, which reminds me. I'm probably going to need that scarf and hat. I'll pack that for the trip.
Are they from like the Underdark? Where are they from?
You know, above game, Lucy, did you include any like info or the letter where the chocolates were from or no?
He will have just said that it was a letter from Dad. He sent us some things to try to cheer us up, and
Aw.
that it'd be basically that. Is just while he is still mad and dealing with stuff, he wanted to make sure that you got a taste of home, so he gave you just the bare bones information. As for the winter clothes, I'm pretty sure it'd be surface-born winter clothes because Mom hasn't been back to the Underdark in a long time.
Oh yeah, I just meant mostly for the chocolate. But
Okay.
thank you. So the note didn't say other than he said that Dad had sent us some stuff to remind us of home in case we were having a rough time on campus.
All right.
I'd imagine it's probably from one of the chocolatiers that's in the neighborhood.
Oh, all right. Cool.
But I can ask and see if they'll send more.
Oh yeah, no, I'd appreciate it. Like, if you want, I can like pay for that, or like I don't want you to go out of your way just because we're
Oh.
friends, you know.
Oh no, you're good. And besides, that's what friends do. This isn't anything difficult. And she'll like plop another one out of the box and like tuck it in her mouth.
I mean, listen, this is weird for me, but like, usually I'm all about people giving me free shit, but we're friends, so it's kind of, you know, this is a new thing for me. I'm trying it out.
She takes out another chocolate, pushes to mouth. Not my mouth, just pushes it toward your mouth. Chocolate.
Milky will laugh and eat it.
Oh, look at this friendship.
As this moment is happening, Indare's going to slip behind Belky, place both of his paws on her shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and as he leans forward just a bit, and some say that Belky's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
All right, listen here, you little shit.
Smug grin.
I love you. I love you guys. That's adorable.
Question, Frost, is this the same class that we have with Rosie?
I believe. Let's see. And there I have it is like minutes. Yeah, Rosie's in here.
So is Rosie actually there? Because I think the last time anyone saw her were Goldblum and Daedalus.
And she was definitely running away with a small fortune.
Yeah.
Though apparently she
was
did come
running
back.
away with
Yeah, she found a bunch of like very rare minerals that can be sold for a high amount. Though I do think we also said that we did see her like a few days later, and she gave us a small cut because we did basically help prove that she had just gotten the equivalent of a mid-tier lottery ticket.
Oh yeah, no, I had no idea. So like in character, Iapetus hasn't seen her since a while, since probably around the sparring session thing that Professor Diane organized. So she was just curious, like, huh, I don't see Rosie, or if she sees Rosie. I said.
Frost?
Uh-oh.
Well,
Ba-da-ba.
Give it a minute.
Much rage in the distance was had.
I consumed too much chocolate. It broke internet.
Also, I'm just having so much fun right now while Daedalus is not on screen just fucking around call text.
I saw.
Chat will never know.
I thought that one message was where the chocolate was from, and then I realized no, that was something completely different.
Yeah, no, I'll always share that. So, while everything was going on, chat, I got a my DoorDash gave me a notification, like one of those ones where it's just like, hey, why don't you try out someplace? So, but they phrased it as taste Freddy's deliciousness. At which point I'm just like, listen, DoorDash, you need to chill.
Go
Seen
on.
enough snap to know where this could go.
No, I'm interested. Go on. Tell me about Freddy and his deliciousness.
Well, I didn't click on the notification. I just read that, and then I was like, you know what? This is worse than Snapchat, where I got the app just because a friend has it, and that's how their preferred means of communication is. So I really only have like them and 2 other people on my Snapchat. So it's constantly trying to recommend people for me to add to use as proper social media. But when you don't add people from your contacts or anything else, they're just like, oh, you're using this for the sex, huh? Well, here's a bunch of people that use Snapchat for cam shows, and I'm just like, I don't know. Oh, yep, that's certainly a username. Yep. Well,
I have a question.
Yes.
Go ahead. So this Freddy's place, does it sell chicken?
Do they have animatronics?
Don't you
Oh.
fucking dare make a fun.
No. I actually want to
will
know.
actually kill you.
Do
all.
they sell chicken?
I do not know. I've never heard
No.
of them.
So if they had fingers, you could have Freddy got chicken fingers.
Oh, for pity's sake.
Eh.
Well,
Do not laugh at that. It is not worth it. This is me getting it out of my skull and inflicting it upon you. You are cursed.
All right. Well then, Frost, could
Remember
you tell us when was the last time we saw Rosia so we can pick back up?
You kind of answered the question there. It was a couple days ago. And also, remember that inspiration I gave you? I want that back.
No. I also didn't get it.
No.
What do you mean?
I also never got it.
That's a good point.
You're going to have to give him the
you never said-
inspiration so you can then take it away from him.
You just mark it on your sheet and then just...
Well, you never actually said, okay, you get an inspiration after he did it.
Yeah, because you
Never
died
specified.
at that point.
But yeah, so the question is Rosie actually in the class?
Yes, she is in the class. She is taking notes. She is following along with everything. She is just being happy-go-lucky little itty-bitty baby self.
Okay, cool. So then, other than that, also, speaking of hearts growing bigger, hey, Belky,
Yeah?
what did Antimony think of the drum kit?
Out of character, what? Oh, that's right. Fuck, I forgot. I don't
Pieces
think we ever
there?
had. I don't think out of character. I don't think we ever had Antimony actually see the drum kit. Did we?
Antimony did, but you still have no idea in character where it's from.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah, there was
they
a
do.
note.
Because the note said it was from Red.
So Belky will give a big smile and give Iapetus a nudge with an elbow.
Aw.
Yeah, I haven't seen her reaction yet, but damn, like, if you wanted to sweep me off my feet, you could have just, said, hey, you want to get coffee?
Work at a cafe, that'd be too easy.
Oh, yeah. And there's a little wink. So, no, but for real, thank you. I appreciate that. Given all the craziness that's going on right now, like Rocksteady's going to be on our drums, and I need to get an outfit for him. So, do y'all think you could help me wrangle our big friend and find something that screams heavy metal?
I mean, if we could, I would imagine for the field trip, all of us might want some fancy duds, or some comfy duds at the very least.
Okay,
Well,
hear
it's
me
just-
out. Super tight leather and metal spikes.
I mean, he's got like a really firm ass, like a really firm, like fat ass. So, like, I don't see a problem with some tight jeans.
Not just
Want you
jeans.
to-
Didn't we roll for ass size or something like that, or like
We rolled for a bunch of stuff, but we have not made
Yeah.
it canon because we were just fucking around.
Oh, okay, all right.
You
Well,
literally make
either
me-
way,
There are two
Belky
images
has
I'm posting
noticed
in this
said ass.
text chat that I need.
either
I'm
way,
seeing
Belky
in
has
genuine
noticed.
pain.
So,
I mean, if we can find enough leather for it, I guess sure.
wait, you wanted to make it from scratch? No.
No. I mean, we need to.
I might go see a tailor.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We need to find a tailor that can do that. But
Yeah.
I mean, sure. It might also be a good opportunity to find if you want some extra ingredients in there for the dinner. The trip might be a nice place to find some too.
To be fair, Catman 2 decided that he was going to cover all the like stuff that we needed. So
Yeah.
Get him a list and all that. but
yeah.
This
So-
is an opportunity to grab some really expensive shit.
And just don't. Okay, so like in situations like this, expensive shit, nice. However, you don't want to ask for things that you're not going to use because like he's going to think you're grifting. And while I appreciate the mindset, like maybe not in this establishment. This one's a little out of our league. This one was way over my head, and I can't believe he fucking took a bet with me.
I wasn't even thinking of the grift. I was actually just thinking of while we're on this field trip, it also might be a good time to eye any things that we find as far as ingredients.
Belky stares at Iapetus and then gestures between her and Endair, like, literally, this is what we do kind of thing. Really? You didn't think we would be... Really?
You know, not for this, no. But I mean, shame on me.
Oh, that's okay. He motions between he and Belky. The two of us can show you a lot of things if you want it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sweet mercy.
Fucking Chris Hansen stares, blinks. Chocolate puts in her mouth.
Red, never change, please. Like never change.
We will show you a world of pure imagination.
Belky pulls
show you the
Iapetus into like a one-armed hug and gestures like the Toy Story meme. There's gonna be bitches as far as the eye can see. If you're into that, like.
Woof.
And if you're not, he puts the other arm around her other shoulder, doing the same motion. There's going to be beefcakes even farther than that.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, artists, do your worst now.
I may have to draw this.
You have
Oh
a demon
my
on
God.
one. You have a demon on one shoulder and a devil on the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
As one from the Feywild, she's just gonna be like, well, I mean,
This is okay.
I think the commoners say something like, "Can't teach dogs new tricks." I disagree.
Oh, we could teach you so much, girl.
Yeah.
Wait,
Stick with us. It's gonna be all right, Red. We'll take good care of you.
I forget. Isn't Indair still the only person who doesn't know Zai's secret?
To a point, yeah. Yeah, he's the only one that doesn't. So like he doesn't know it fully yet, and the only reason why is because she remembered how he reacted to Mbunche. So she's like, oh no, I don't want to scare my friend.
Yeah, I'm getting broken here because of you people. Alrighty. I'm gonna say this. We move on to next class.
Okay.
Archaeomancy. I would like everyone to roll me another intelligence.
Oh, so we all share this
That's
class?
Everyone?
Yep.
Yeah,
this is the one we
everybody
all share.
shares this class.
Too much chocolate head empty.
18 for Salas.
Nat
All
20.
right.
20.
1 sec. Intelligence.
9 for
As more than
Iapetus.
last time.
Come on, Belky, what's your intelligence?
19! Fuck you!
Not now. Maybe later.
Which class is this? Archaeomancy?
Archaeo.
Archaeology?
Yeah.
It's the
That makes
archaeology
sense.
class, which we're all
One of our
a little bit more invested in this time
This
around.
one is held by the female high elf professor, Liana Flametongue. She's the lorehold professor.
Oh.
The one that's digging is the
Well,
one
no,
that Goldblum.
the one
gets a big
replacing the
role on.
professor who became Archaeomancy.
Ooh, ouch.
She went flambéed.
Oof.
You could say she's ancient
Ah.
history.
Oof.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In nomine Patri, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
She mostly took an extended leave of absence.
She's dead.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a very extended leave.
No, guys,
dead.
guys. She's dating. Carbon dating.
Fuck off!
That was funny, you know it.
All right,
was
so moving
dated.
back along.
Yeah, so I'm going to say this. All of you say Phariapetus, Archaeomancy is absolutely fucking easy. Today's classes are just going. And it will be around this time that she will immediately turn and go and look at all of you and go, all right, students, this is towards the end of class. Beginning the ring. I want you to know, within 2 days' time, we will begin our departure for our trip. We will have both of our professors to be attending us. Please be on your best behavior. And if you can, have fun. And she gives you all this big smile and 2 thumbs up.
Salus has a rare smile for once.
Let me just roll for the state of the universe.
Currently about 8 inches to the left.
Oh no, who touched the rod again?
Who touched my rod?
Oh my.
Oh.
Not that way!
Oh my.
You're right, it's 8 inches to the right.
Also, honey, I think you stole my dice.
I didn't touch your dice.
In the bag?
They're in your bag.
Uh-oh.
Have you checked your pockets?
I'm checking my pocketses. I cannot find my dice.
Your other pocket.
Uh-oh. DM may have lost his ultimate dice set.
Well, you could just
Have
roll
you-
secretly on roll
You've
20.
got 3 sets of dice.
I understand, and I lost all 3 d20s. Oh well, fuck it. I was just gonna do a bit, but never mind. Anyways, back to the game.
Does it say where the field trip is to, or is it still a surprise?
The field trip is actually going to be, and allow me to pull up the map.
Because I believe the twins never said either.
Give me a second. I have the
Those
thing.
twins are a little creepy.
I mean, we've only ever seen them once.
Twice, technically,
Yeah, twice.
because they were overlooking your entire examination.
A little creepy.
True.
To answer your question, you will be taking a trip down into the Calimsham Desert.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Specifically, you will be entering Calimport. You'll all be taking a quick teleportation trip, specifically, as there will be some information given to you all. Basically, you'll all be teleported from Strixhaven down to at least, I would say, Zazaspur, which I will put up and type up for you all in chat.
Zazaspur?
Zazaspur.
Yeah.
And that's in context. You will all also be taking a boat from there down into the Shining Sea and head to Calimport. The only reason you
How
are
do you spell
not
Calimport?
teleporting directly into Calimport right now is due to the fact that, unfortunately, Calimport does not have a registered teleportation circle that the school has access to. So, unfortunately, yeah, it's unfortunate, but to be expected. Oh, there it is.
Thank you.
How do you spell Calimport? Is that with a C or a K or a Q?
I will
Qualimport.
C
Wow,
A. Here,
Clark.
I'll type it up as well. You'll be entering the land of Calimsham, which,
Calimsham.
for those of you that would like to know, Calimsham is in the far southwest
Mm-hmm.
of the world. It is approximately, it's located right by the Sea of Swords, and it is directly south of a few notable places, such as Candlekeep, Baldur's
Oh.
Gate, and the entirety of Waterdeep.
So for some reason, I always thought that Waterdeep was part of like Baldur's Gate. Like I thought it was just the waterfront of Baldur's Gate.
No,
I don't know
it is
why.
It's so weirdly enough, because here I can basically say this with full confidence, considering it's all of you guys and I have complete and total faith. It is literally Baldur's Gate is down at the southern point of the Sword Coast, and Waterdeep is like to the northern point. But yeah, basically you'll be teleported down into Zazaspur. You'll take from the Zazaspur docks a boat down into Calimsham,
Nice.
specifically to Calimport, and from there you'll head into the Calim Desert, which has many beautiful things to it, such as the city of Memnon, the river If, the spires of Myrrh, the Marching Mountains, and to the east of it is the city of Almravine, as well as the Plain of Stone Spiders.
Oh, friendly.
Friendly!
Yeah, friendly.
And also, to give a heads up, Calimsham is actually across from the Shining Sea entrance of it. There is the continent of Chult.
Eh.
Not going there.
No.
Understandable.
Something's going to happen on the boat, and we're going to end up in Schult.
No, I have 65 episodes of reasons why I'm not doing another gaming show.
And we're going back!
No, we only get to go back if I also get to bring in my level 13 warlock that's in Chult right now.
No, thank you. I'm
We're
alright.
doing We're doing 100% all run this time.
I have all the D&D modules. We will be playing all of them. Welcome to Barovia. You should kill everything.
No!
Welcome to Barovia.
You already did that.
Strahd.
Nah. We have fun here. But yes. So you all will be given some pamphlets to tell about. And from what you know, you'll all be over at one of the dig sites within the Calim Desert. Looking at some of the historic, kind of forgotten lands of some of the ancient times. But yeah! With that being said, we will move on and enter lunch period.
Well, before we get too far into that, I would say that Daedalus is probably going to skip lunch, and he's going, after hearing how close the field trip is, he's going straight to the school store to get his promised payment for all of those spell scrolls I've been selling.
Yeah. In fact, we can cover that now if you would like.
That would be great, yes.
Okay. Daedalus, you walk into the store, and the shopkeep is there, has some help from a couple of his own little robot assistants. His little Warforged is. And he notices you and he goes, "Hey, kid, how's it going?"
It is certainly going. I just wanted to come and check and see if we've had any progress on selling those spells.
Yeah, actually, we've got quite a bit, actually. Believe it or not, a good chunk of your scrying scrolls sold out pretty big. Well, not scrying scroll, but you know the automatic one.
Ah, yes,
Whatchamacallit.
the transcriber, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Don't know why I kept thinking scrying.
I mean, divination is also probably pretty popular around here, I'd imagine.
It's a little bit more complicated than that, considering, you know, security reasons.
Fair.
Dallas is just thinking, yep, gotta go stop by there soon. But, yes, I can totally understand. Well, so...
Anyway.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, hold on one second. Kind of reaches down. Dallas, he pulls out a small chest
Oh, fuck.
and puts it down.
Hmm.
It's kind of been. I had to do some trade-ins and everything else for, you know, some coinage because some people weren't paying with, you know, gold coins. It was more like silver and like copper, but from roughly everything, it looks like you've got around 2,000 gold pieces.
Dallas is just going to smile. Why, thank you. Let me see here. What do I have? I need to find a way to carry this. Just a second, let me look at my spells at what I actually have prepared.
You need some help?
Well, actually, I've been meaning to get this for a while now. You wouldn't happen to have a copy of Tensor's Floating Disc, would you?
Let me double check, actually. I know I got a couple new things in the shop, believe it or not. Would you give me, like, a moment or two?
Oh, go right ahead. Dallas will
See. He just thanks you. He's like, oh, see, you're a good kid. Kind of goes, and you watch as he's rummaging underneath the desk. And goes, tensors floating this, tensors this, tensors this. Oh yeah, we got one scroll of that still.
All right, Daedalus will reach in and pull out 100 gold from the chest and just pass it back to him. All right, do you mind if I spend half an hour getting this transcribed here? Just make all of our lives easier.
Oh, no, you're fine. Hey, listen, Vondervente?
Vondervente, close enough.
Yeah, that. Listen, I don't know if you're in the market or not, but we have been getting some new scrolls added in, thanks to, the higher-ups, you know, kind of looking at increasing some magical knowledge, you know, especially for the prefects and stuff. So, I got something if you want to take a look.
Why, sure, he'll say as, he takes the scroll, he puts it in his pocket, because he'll still have to actually use, Terrific Transcriber, to actually cut down the time, because otherwise he'd be here for an hour copying that spell. But yeah.
He will go back underneath the desk, and you kind of see it, as he's rummaging, you kind of see he's got a plumber's crack showing. But as he's rummaging, he comes up with 3 scrolls. So listen, I don't know if you're in the market, but this is some of the stuff that's been ordered for a few of the prefects. We just managed to get a extra copy, you know. If you're looking for something.
Alright, he will look over the spells, because I am assuming that these are not spells that are in the book.
Actually, they are, these are part of the wizard spells.
Oh.
And everything else. The first one is, of course, the spell Tiny Hut. It's a scroll of Tiny Hut.
Okay, excuse me while I also have to pull up something in Discord. But yeah, okay, so the first one's Tiny Hut. What's the next one?
Stinking Cloud.
And then finally...
This one's a more nicer scroll. To answer, this is a scroll. Let me just make sure this is the correct one. This is the correct one. fourth one is a scroll of summon elemental.
Well, that's scary considering that's a 5th level spell.
Fourth.
Oh, 4th?
Yeah,
You're thinking of conjure.
Oh yeah, you're right.
it is conjuration.
Yeah. Well. Whew. That one? Very, very powerful, from what I understand, but it'd mostly just be a single use for me. I'm not strong enough to do 4th level spells.
Well, I mean, it is something, but hey, I could keep it on reserve at least for a little bit.
Yes, I might check and see if anyone in my group also needs it. I'm sometimes looking out for them, but still, just having this tensor spell would be very useful. I might also possibly hold on to the tiny hut for me. I don't have much use for a
Alright.
smelly cloud.
You'd be surprised.
Above game as a player, yes, I do know how great Stinking Cloud is. I may have put it on one of the NPCs.
I remember how much I hate Stinking Cloud.
Yeah.
Or no, it was a Stinking Cloud or Cloud Kill?
Both.
Both of them
Both.
are... Yeah, both. Cloud Kill may have been one of the reasons why we survived Schult.
All I can say is there's a certain necromancer who I will continue to this day to hate on and beat his corpse.
Yeah. But, just for the sake of time, Daedalus is basically going to say hold on to those, and he'll decide... I'll decide between games if I would add those into my spell book. Otherwise, he's just going to spend 30 minutes using Terrific Transcriber as a ritual to record Tensor's floating disk and add it to his spell book, so he can carry the other 1900 GP.
Alright. He will hold on to the scrolls of Elemental Spirit as well as Tiny Hut, and you are free to move.
Alrighty. Also, give me 1 second here while I just add... Oh, I have to do this in the annoying way. Darn you, roll 20. Well, when you have your sheet popped out, so that way it doesn't get caught in the capture, you can't add spells to it.
Yeah, it sucks.
So first I have to redo my... So chat gets to see a little bit of behind the scenes of Daedalus' sheet while I go and quickly add the spell.
Quick chat. Make notes.
Where are you, spells?
Even
You're
though
at
the
school
DM
after
totally
all.
has access to every sheet in this fucking game. But yeah. While you're doing that, I'll just basically have... Would you mind if we just swapped scenes for a bit?
Yeah, Daedalus is just
Sure.
going to take the stuff back, take the chest back to his room and get enough money to have around to be useful.
No problem. I will say we will just move on to the next class, as lunch is basically simplistic for today. If you all would be alright, I will need Iepetus, Goldbloom, and Salus. For this is Arcanobotany. AKA shrubs.
Yeah, science plants.
No, none of us are doing really
has
well.
a 9.
That's
Plants,
me.
bitch! I got a 10.
You all are just kind of dealing with lethargy from lunch, and also
I'm vegging out.
excitement for a field trip.
Yeah.
Too much chocolate sugar crash.
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah. But yeah, everything's looking pretty dope. And I'm just going to say class is just simplistic for you. It's something you all aren't paying attention to. Shrub has to call it out a couple times where he's just like, "Are you all right?"
Oh, what? Yeah.
All right then.
Goldblum.
Sorry, Professor. Too much chocolate earlier. Kind of having a crash.
Oh, believe me, I understand. I used to be a caffeine addict.
In my head,
Blinks.
in my head, in my head, I just pictured, I used to date a coffee tree.
And it was sweet bean bush.
They definitely sound like a good bean.
Any sugar canes?
Okay, that was pretty good. I will give you credit for that one.
How many credits?
Yes.
You win school.
Speaking of this class, so the last time we had it, we ended up learning the wrong thing, right? Anything of
Yes.
note that we would take from class today, despite the fact that we had low roll?
I would say you would learn about choker vines
Okay.
Hmm.
and how dangerous they can be. Because, let's face it, shit's fucked, yo. But yeah!
Only thinking about Trip now.
Correct. Well, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And not a great class session this time around.
Yeah, you guys are kind of just like, it ain't me, Chief. It ain't me.
Off kind of strong. We tried. We tried real hard.
No educated one.
If at any point during going back and forth between classes we encountered Leo, I would give Leo their muffins.
Aww. They will happily take it. You'll easily find Leo and he'll gladly take muffins because he enjoys muffins.
That was his payment. They're not the cafe muffins, but and Darren and I made them. So, yeah. Hope you really like them.
Thanks! And he just takes it and...
He now has half a dozen banana nut muffins. Godspeed.
Yeah. He happily takes them and he just...
Box will have her dorm room number on it. That way, whenever he finishes with the guilding process, if he doesn't see her, he can always just drop them off.
Yeah. So yeah, it will easily be just no problem for you all. So with that being said, class for the rest of you will go by pretty quickly. I will say this: if any of you are wanting to at least get your gear together for, well, obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I would say let me know right now if any of you want to grab anything in particular, especially considering the fact that your trip is going to be in 2 days.
All of my band stuff. And Antimony if I have to pack her in a fucking suitcase to take her with me.
I mean, Antimony isn't able to go.
That's why I said hide her in a suitcase if I have to.
How do you...
Very carefully and with breathing
I
holes.
cast reduce.
There you go.
You know that only lasts
Just
for
let me prepare.
20 minutes, right?
Either way, I'm going to try my hardest to get Anthony to come with us.
My
Only
Uh,
1 minute. God damn.
Salis would like to, because this ain't his first rodeo, go and pick up all of the necessary desert travel and comfort equipment. A lot of hats, a lot of light clothing with capacity for like air intake. Definitely a fair number of water skins, sunscreen if we have it, and probably a few like archaeology tools if possible.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I could easily make that happen.
Okay.
How long is this field trip? Is it like a day trip or like a couple days?
Good question.
It's gonna be a few days.
All
Oh,
right.
okay, yeah. So then gotta pick up some things. Because she
Yeah.
is not wearing her, I guess, kind of sort of school uniform out to explore and things. Nope, absolutely not. So yeah, she'll probably just try to find maybe something that's kind of like functional to wear to pick up from like school store or something.
Mhm.
She will feed her plants before she goes. Not overfeed them, but enough so that they don't die while she's away.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That reminds me, I should probably check on Cooper and Streak, see how they're holding up.
Streak is just absolute. I will say this: Streak is absolutely just chilling out. Cooper is just. Yep. 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 It's Cooper. He's probably. You see, he's pining at you, so he's probably wanting to go along with you after.
Aw.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I figured he would probably appreciate the arid environment.
He is a digger.
True.
He likes to dig.
And I'll see about Streak, and as much as I love him as a cat, I think he might have trouble in the desert. So
The world might
let me-
literally be a toilet for him, but he's not gonna like the heat.
I mean, just the first sentence. Would you want to explore a giant toilet? Oh, I guess that would just be the ocean.
Wow.
Everything's a toilet
I mean, yeah.
if you're that desperate enough.
You're not wrong.
Really aren't.
Lizards on here. I guess that would probably be the best form for a familiar in the desert. But yeah, going to see about taking the both of them on this trip, and also spending just a touch of time with you. You know, things have been crazy, and I haven't been able to give one enough attention as of late.
Yeah.
Do we know if like food and water will be supplied or anything? We're going to a desert. Water.
Yeah.
Good.
Are we going to a dorm away from dorm?
We're going to a desert, so I doubt there's going to be much in it.
You say that. There's a lot in deserts.
Going through some cities as well en route to the desert.
Yeah.
It is never a bad idea to prepare for more resources that you could lose.
Mm.
That is true.
I'm asking because I can just cast create or destroy water. I'm asking for preparation reasons.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to cast that, then you're going to need vessels to put them in.
Yeah.
Shakes Hoghead keg of water.
It's true.
Just-
I mean, if
I was
we're
gonna
if
say,
we're worried
did
about
Dare have that jug?
He
That's
has
what the
an
hogs-
alchemy jug, but that can only be used once per day. But he has a hoghead container that was filled with fresh water that he got from Gru's lair.
Mm-hmm.
Referring
That
to
is
that thing. I
true.
didn't know what it was called.
Ah, the hogshead. Yeah.
It's 60 gallons of water.
yes,
Oh, that's more than enough. I can only make 10.
And then that was the day that Indare decided to just go to a nearby tap, turn it on, and wait for 6 hours.
Not only do I have that, I also have the bottomless mug.
I forgot about that.
That is actually
That's-
the one I was thinking of. The bottomless mug.
That only makes ale, right?
No, it is a bottomless mug.
Oh.
It basically holds up to, I believe it was like 10 gallons of a particular item, of a particular liquid.
of any kind of liquid.
Anything you put into it.
Oh, only when you put it in at once, or
You can put in. It's a normal sized mug that can hold 10 gallons or 40 liters of a liquid. It's basically storage.
It's like a bag of holding, but for water.
Basically.
So I have
So
70.
it's just...
I have storage for 70 gallons worth of water.
okay.
Yeah, we could probably just fill that up beforehand. I could speed it
Yeah.
up with the water and say, hey, we did this beforehand.
Yeah, it's not going to be that difficult, really, for you guys to get access to water.
Good to know. Guess I look for other spells to prepare.
I still say
And
have that one
there
always
has enough
prepared in
food.
case.
I suppose, yeah. Never know.
And Dare is going to make sure that Project Rectos is online before he goes, though.
Mm. Okay.
Since exploration isn't necessarily Iabitus's wheelhouse, if over the next couple days Salas has time, she'll probably pick his brain in order to better pack or prepare as well.
Oh, absolutely. Salas would absolutely be willing to help out any who come to him with questions about this shit.
Oh yeah, she is sponge. She soak.
You see here, this is the little book of mistakes that Salas has made. Drops down a 300-page binder. Now this is all the stuff that I've learned not to do while we're on an archaeology trip.
Ah, I see you specified archaeology because I thought one of the most recent pages is made friends with Daedalus.
So the first thing you got to know about archaeology is you're going to be out there a long time. I mean, a long time. It is not an in and out and one and done endeavor.
So that means we're probably going to need quite a few supplies.
Guys, it's a vacation. Come on. You think they wouldn't provide us anything and just dump us in the desert?
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
What is the downside of being prepared?
That it's a vacation. My guy. We gotta go talk to somebody to clarify what, like, where we're going and, like, accommodations. Have y'all not been on, like, a proper vacation? Spa days, shopping, like...
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
This is Strixhaven.
Yeah.
And a school.
This is
This-
us.
this-
We
This
weird shit
probably
happens
isn't
to
a,
us.
also
I mean,
that
you're not wrong. Antimoney pipes up as she's currently playing
Yeah.
a game of cards against the
also
roaches.
Oh shit!
Belky, this
You'll get on
probably
that.
Oh yeah, dope.
also
And Dare
Belky
leaves the
probably
conversation.
isn't just damn.
Yeah.
This probably isn't like your standard spa day. It's probably going to be some sort of educational field trip. So, are they going to have stuff for us? Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt for us to have a few extra things.
let's also not forget that archaeology is one of the courses taught here, so it's entirely possible that they will be take us out there, say, go, and then we go from there.
Bless you.
That is, bless
Excuse
you.
me. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
You okay? You need a lesser
Okay.
restoration there?
No, I'm okay.
Nah, I think she's just allergic to elbow grease.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm had
He's
that
allergic to a
spell.
lot of things. And apparently, I'm
That's-
allergic to winning because I keep fucking losing! And she just slams her cards down on the ground. Ow!
I thought y'all were kidding about that.
No, the
No,
the
they're
roaches
really
play
good.
cards.
Man, fuck this shit.
How much are you down?
I'm down like 20 stacks of chips.
Well, don't bet that many.
You kidding me?
You always fall for upping the ante. Listen, his left antenna twitches when he's lying. It's his tell.
Looks at this cockroach. The cockroach looks up with its sombrero. And it just goes, squeak.
Squeak.
Because it's gonna cut us so bad. We're gonna wish it didn't cut us so bad.
This just shudders at the fact that the roach could make a noise.
I see what you did there. I'm not proud of you, but I see what you did there.
They're not bad roaches.
Yeah, they're pretty decent. Still, though. Can't believe
Oops.
I'm fucking losing!
Sounds
Oh.
kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Go. And she kind of. Antimony just goes back to playing her game.
Okay. Sal's just kind of turns back. So, from what I understand, we're pretty good on water sources, thanks to items we found.
Yeah.
Next biggest issue will be gear. There's one thing, if we're going to a desert, you need to have at least 2 sets of clothes. One for day, one for night.
Are you
Day-
serious?
Day for breezy.
Why though?
Day
I think.
should,
Go ahead. Sorry.
day should be airy, breezy. The wind is basically the only thing that's going to cool you down. You want to accentuate that. Night, however, is the exact opposite. It gets real cold out there.
I think what you mean is daytime swag, nighttime flashy.
Stairs and Goliath, who is mountain born. Yes,
Belky
cold.
reaches over and pats Goldblum on the shoulder. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. You wanted to be a part of the band, right?
Huh?
Yeah. Well, you got to dress like one
Yeah.
of the band. We're gonna get
Okay.
you some new duds, man.
The dud. Thank you, Vaughn. I was thinking that.
Fucking.
They make me chafe.
You all hurt me in so many ways.
Yes.
The other thing you
Yeah.
need to be. Go ahead.
Oh no, shoot. I was just gonna say. Oh yes, Alice, that's a good point. I actually went looking for some clothes to bring, just so that I wasn't digging around in my normal clothes for school.
Fair point. I've got, admittedly, a fair bit of a wardrobe for this such of occasion. Thankfully, I didn't need to pick up much. Oh, hats. Very good idea. Probably not, don't go overboard, because the wind will catch, like, the really big ones, but anything that can give you just a little bit more shade, good idea.
Hey,
I know
Sully.
I have winter gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're also on the fashion makeover.
And why am I involved in this?
Because whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is that you're doing with for the weather and all that, yeah. Yeah, we gotta make you look good too, man.
Belky,
Sure, you can see
Yeah.
just fine.
I want you to understand this when I say this. Your sense of fashion will not hold up to the desert.
Belky gestures at herself. Fire Ganassi.
Your clothes will not hold up to the sands and the dirt and the wind.
I mean, it's coarse, it's rough, it's irritating,
And it
It's
gets
everywhere.
fucking everywhere.
exactly.
I live on a beach. It gets fucking everywhere. Especially if you have fur.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gotta double suck.
Oh, I can't even imagine that.
Widen
Oh.
briefly.
Stairs
Also-
and bald Goliath. Huh.
Oh, that's right. You're
That must suck.
Now here's a
Good
better
for the skin,
question:
though.
how do Goliaths sunburn?
That's a
You'd
good
be-
question considering their skin
Yeah.
tone.
Considering they're usually up in the mountains, yeah, I'm sure they turn bright fucking red. Lobster man.
I think more charcoal, but okay.
Like a rock lobster.
Well, considering right now he looks a bit like Kratos as far as complexion.
Ares!
Boy.
Do not deny me my doobie!
Doobie doo.
Betrayers.
Where are you?
We need some help from you now.
DMCA, I'm gonna find.
You
a
act like
way to
Hanna-Barbera can afford it.
One other recommendation. Now, this is something I actually didn't have to experience, thankfully, but you're gonna want at least one other pair of shoes. Because, yeah, like,
Because you have to match your outfit.
Hold up. And Antimony chimes in. Don't forget the other important thing, Silas. Sandals.
Yeah, we're going to a desert, you need sandals.
mm,
Particularly the gladiator style sandals, it's just choice with that kind of setup.
The fucking what now?
The ones that wrap around your ankle, they're called gladiator sandals. It's a style.
whatever style of shoes you want, sure, fine, whatever. But make sure you have, whatever you're planning, at least one more pair. Because if stuff goes wrong, you do not want to be walking around in a desert or in the archaeologist area without functioning shoes.
Well, yeah, plus whatever you're wearing, it's not going to match everything. I don't care what some people say.
We got extra sets of clothes, hats, sunscreen, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, take it from me, and he kind of gestures to his particular skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna want sunscreen, no matter what your particular complexion. Let's see. As far as the actual dig goes, that I do think we will be provided for. But as far as everything else, it's always better to have backups.
Yeah.
So by the sound of it, looks over to Belky.
Yeah.
What's probably going to happen here
Yeah.
is we're all going to go out and look for functional gear. You are going to look for fashionista gear, and I'm probably going to be unable to convince you to do otherwise.
Belky gestures at herself. Branding. My guy, I can't go around wearing things that don't fit the brand.
Can't you just, I don't know, buy a bunch of like white t-shirts and then put your logo on them?
Oh God! Antimony, are you
Branding
hearing
hurt.
this?
Mm.
Come on, we're part of a band. You can't do that, man. Put a fucking white t-shirt. Do I look like a white t-shirt basic bitch to you? You shut up.
Question.
Yeah?
Question for the DM.
Oh.
Yes. How might the DM help you?
I guess also for Vaughn. Is Daedalus here?
No. I was
Okay.
gonna say what Daedalus is probably doing, but I was gonna wait till his scene ended.
Oh, no
Okay.
worries.
Nope, no Daedalus.
All right.
Just you guys, Cooper, and the cockroaches, who are currently winning more and more.
Listen. I understand you wanna pop, you wanna do your brand and everything. But
I don't think you understand. It's not I want to, quote unquote, do my brand, and Belky does the air quotes. It's literally a lifestyle, man.
all right.
It's part of, my job.
Then at least respect the lifestyle that I've had at this point. When I give out what the problems you're going to run into are. Because I know white t-shirt, oh no, very terrible. Anything with dark colors in the bright sun, bad idea.
Yeah, but I like it hot.
You watch Antimony kind of snort after hearing that.
You know what, guys? So I think this means she looks at Salas. Salas, you and I are probably going on a trip to the store to get some things.
Yeah, probably.
It's still funny.
They'll figure it out. And
Well,
that'll
look
give
at
us a chance to swing through the biblioplex too, see what we could find for the trip.
Okay, Belky, hear me out.
Yeah, I'm listening.
This is your opportunity to show these squares how to dress for an archaeology trip properly.
All right, but
Keep yourself protected, but still have yourself fashionable.
and you're gonna help me, right?
Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna be making myself look good.
I was gonna say you don't wear that red robe just for advertising. That's a whole fashion statement right there. Literally, and Belky does the Will Smith pose at Endair. If you say you need some food, go find the tabaxi in red. Literally, his thing. Part of the gimmick, the lifestyle. Make sense? Oh, for pity's sake.
Oh,
Look.
that does remind me. As good as it is that we are going to have as much water as needed, be sure to keep at least a few of your own things on yourself in case we get separated.
Yeah, that would make kind of some good sense. You never know who could be stealing shit.
Are you worried about people stealing shit? In particular?
I mean, food?
Well, yeah, but
You know what it's like.
I'm not particularly worried about somebody trying to steal from me. They are going to be in pain very fast.
Anyways.
Yeah, it sounds like... by the sound of it, it seems that Iapetus and I are going to head on out and buy some provisions and replacements, backups, the works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Hold on one second. Hey, Hey, Belky.
Yeah?
She hands you an envelope. Some funds came in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
From Dad?
It's about a couple hundred gold.
Oh, fuck yeah. And Belky will open it up.
You get 500 gold.
Yay! Let me add that to my sheet.
Yeah. And she just immediately goes,
Was there a note with it, or is it just Dad going?
Dad, it just says, love you lots. Keep doing well. Mom loves you too.
Mom loves what?
Mom loves you too.
Oh shit! Dad actually went to go say hi to Mom.
Yeah.
Huh.
Apparently.
Well, that's probably been a while.
I don't keep up with families.
Bro.
Bruh. Alrighty. Well, if that's the case, how about we all go and try to get some sleep tonight, and from there, we'll meet up together all tomorrow. We'll get some stuff ready, we'll come up with a game plan, and we'll head on out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alrighty.
Hi, kitten. What are you doing?
Works for me.
Hi, Pixie. What are you doing?
Meow.
My kit is here.
Mother.
Minder.
Rub the belly.
Tummy time is eternal.
Don't you even fucking start with tummy time. I still have fucking laughter from that one fucking session. But anyways,
Yeah.
I will say for the most part, unless anyone else has anything besides what we have for Daedalus.
Mm-hmm.
would
No,
you
I'm
all
good.
mind? Okay, we will switch to Daedalus for a scene, and then we will take for the rest of the night.
Well, after getting all of that gold basically switched down to platinum so he can carry it around on his person, he is going to head to the Biblioplex and start working on all of the projects he has for the Securitron since he was given clearance.
Nice.
So yeah.
Daedalus, I will say this. As far as the Biblioplex is concerned, you are allowed in. You do... I believe you were handed some authorization, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. You're basically allowed to go into a couple different rooms. There are Securitrons more present. And inevitably, you come to this one room that is... well, to say the least... I got you. We'll also get into that if you would like. Probably after this. You will notice that this one room that you are taken to that is just... it is gigantic. You can only assume that this has to be a substation room, because there appears to be arcane machinery at work. Like, dials being driven, clocks working. You're seeing numerical kind of like... if one was to take a look at this, think of an ancient computer. This is what it is. You practically are inside a computer that is being driven by pistons, driven by numerical machinery. You're seeing arcane digits flickering. And you see this guy? You see a team of people in what appears to be white lab coats, kind of just working away. And eventually one of these guys, a very short gnome man, kind of looks up to you and goes, Oh, hello.
Ah, yes,
Can
hi.
I help you?
Oh, yes, my name is Daedalus. I've been charged by Professor Naylock to help with some programming updates for the Securitrons.
Yeah, we did get a message about that. Yeah, sure, yeah. And he hands you kind of this, he kind of hands you this kind of slate. And he just goes, okay, just press this rune here, press this rune here, and press this rune here. You should have a link work.
He'll, in his head, he'll just go to Perdix. I'm sure you can walk me through all of this, correct?
Correct. I can assume control if need be.
Thank you. Well, Daedalus will nod and kind of like, make the appropriate noises to this guy. But then as soon as, like, he's left on his own, he is literally just, connecting, Perdix to this tablet and then just going through as much data as he can, both in trying to see any lapses in, basically, like, lost time for Securitrons, which would show that, their memories might have been scrubbed by the cult, as well as trying to make a fully automated version of both the Perdix protocol, as well as finding ways to basically create a baseline so that way if anything new that is not made by him or Professor Naylock is added to these Securitrons, it'll be logged, and that Securitron will be basically cut off from the network until it can be examined.
It will run through as much of the programming knowledge as possible. And there's actually gonna be... Could you do me a favor?
Sure.
Roll me an intelligence.
Okay. Ah, 10.
Just runs through everything. After a couple hours, Perdix goes, all information has been processed and logged. Chance of success of catching this mind, or brain, 75%.
We'll have to increase that, but as far as the Securitron network, at least we're now managing to tighten up the gaps in its defenses. We'll probably have to create some more countermeasures, but this is the best we can do for now. We're gonna have to focus on this trip soon.
Correct. On top of that, remember, we are limited in our access, unfortunately, as my creator has lost his director positioning for security.
True. We'll find a way to circumvent that eventually. If you can do one thing, is there any way that you can access a list of all the people that currently work at this position?
I most certainly can try.
Thank you.
You watch as Perdix is going to be logging, and then you kind of hear this weird digital beeping that Perdix is doing.
Perdix, are you okay?
Oh, yes. I am performing, as you would say, a jaunty tune.
Sounds pretty chippy. I like it. But yeah,
I
Daedalus will
believe
just...
it is known as coaxial F.
This bitch has you on hold music.
You gotta remember, Daedalus is also super basic when it comes to music.
And now, human music.
Human music.
Beat.
It just starts.
Beat.
I'm literally just imagining that very early Rick and Morty bit.
Yep.
But yeah, Daedalus will do all of that, and then once it's all done to a proper thing, he'll head back to his room, and he will start adding additions to that new theory board with the names of every person that they could get that works in the Securitron Control Center, because he did not know that there'd be more than maybe possibly one or two people that would contribute there. Now he has a
Considering we're all technicians for a fucking giant-ass supercomputer, yeah.
Well, you also gotta remember, he didn't know what computers were until a month ago.
Yeah, that is true.
But now he's like, I just found a giant list of people that could probably be the brain. So now it's time to start figuring out who they are, what they do, and where they go at night. But that's basically it for Daedalus. Oh, go
you
ahead.
can get one free thing out of the intelligence check.
Okay.
Actually, roll me another intelligence check.
Alrighty.
Let's see what you can do with this.
20.
You will notice that at least 8 people in this room, as Perdix is doing cross comparisons of where they usually are, will always go and get a drink at a tavern outside the school.
And what tavern is this?
This is a tavern you have become familiar with. The Winking Beholder.
Daedalus is just going to definitely put all of that up. Yep. Now there's a line that is being connected from those names to Uncle Enki's. And he is just going to, focus on
Perdix
that.
Perdix will also make one note.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to go at karaoke night.
He'll lower the tier of he'll lower them from orange to yellow.
With the note, and he'll add one last sub note.
Mhm.
At least 2 of them order at least 30. At least have 30 orders of very spicy buffalo wings. And one of them has an order of what can only be described as Tums.
Well, aside from that, he will be happy that he's gotten all of this done, and he will head back to his room and just start working on the spell ideas he has that he can't really execute because we're not going to level for a long time.
Noted. Now, before we call this a night, I do have an Salus do his little informational, if that would be all right.
Absolutely. Salus, after everyone has kind of turned in or started to kind of go to the rooms for the night, is instead of going to his room, he's going to detour. He's going to make his way on over to Endair's room.
Endair, there's a knock on your door.
As Endair is working on something, he would wave a hand and the door would open as he glances over.
Hey there.
Evening.
Got a minute?
Always. What can I do for you?
Sal's going to walk on over and he's going to sit on the bed. A lot happened in this last 36 hours or so. Went out for a drink. And all y'all went out for a bit of a party. Got robbed. Came back. Got everything sorted. You wound up getting involved in another cook-off. Here we are. Prepping for another trip on out in a day or two. Well, there's a lot going on, but I have to ask. Did you happen to notice anyone particularly absent today? Come on, group.
Absolutely. The one that always insists on showing up to my room first for the free food. I took notice.
Spent a lot of time away from his sister today. Sal's just kind of sighs. And I can't help but think what happened yesterday may have had a hand in that.
Yesterday was difficult for a lot of us.
Indeed. That's why I'm here now. Not with everyone else in the group asking for explanations or anything of the like. Just you and me. And I want you to know when what happened yesterday happened and you went for a little dip in the water. A lot of us got scared, and I want to preface that I was not one of them. I've seen what you've done, I see what you do. With a very creative approach whenever we have to encounter foes. And I've seen you actively try to get surrenders from people. It was admittedly scary, and I understand why everyone had a reaction like that, but what I want to know is why.
Why I went for him above everybody else?
No, there's tactical logic in that. What I want to know is, when you came up afterwards, that wasn't, you shouted everyone your plan, but it wasn't just your tactical plan. There was some anger in there. I wanted to know what you were thinking.
As you watch Indare, he begins to slowly pull away at the buckles that hold his gauntlets to his forearms. And he begins to pull them away slowly. Back home, in my tribe, every single person had a job to do in the tribe. There are hunters, there are gatherers, there are craftsmen, there are tradesmen, there are warriors. And he pulls them away. In this tribe, in this group, I am the protector. It is my job to step up. It is my job to put myself in the face of the biggest threat and to take those hits so you don't have to. I was the one that stepped up when those men tried to rob us. I was the one that took the beating. Out of everybody, of our entire friends group, you were the most cognizant of everybody. Did any of them step up with me?
J. Frost?
I mean, he did chase after him.
Each person did contribute, but
I'm specifically meaning when everybody was drunk and Indare got his ass beat trying to fight off all the people while drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was we weren't, so
I'm gonna say I'm actually gonna keep that a little secret, if you don't mind. So I will say you're not sure, Salus.
Okay. He sighs a little bit. Admittedly, I was doing my damnedest to make sure that everything went out smoothly, and you weren't as hurt as bad as we were, so I can't say that I noticed anyone else in particular.
And that is your job in this group. Your job is to watch the backs of everybody here. But mine is to step up. And he rolls up his sleeves and he shows the discolored fur on his forearms. We had a time limit. And we were running out of that time. Everything that I tried to do failed. And there was one opportunity. Every single one of us owed 1,000 gold to that man. And we owed it that night. This was our only opportunity. I saw this man as an obstacle between me, and keeping my tribe safe. And he lifts his arms and shows the discolored fur on his arms. If I have to make a sacrifice to protect my tribe, I will take that sacrifice every single time. You don't make gold. Making gold for you is hard. Making gold for Iapetus is hard. Making gold for Goldbloom is hard. That loss was a critical loss to half the people in this tribe. And in doing that, They made themselves a danger to that which I hold dearly, to that which I love. And a threat to that which I love is a critical threat. I didn't want to hurt the man, but if it meant protecting what I love and what I hold closest to me, I will do what I have to do. Including taking a bullet for each of you. I've done it in the past. I will do it again. I threw myself at the lead cultist. I took that blast for all of you. I threw myself at the Hoblin Goblin, willing to take that blast for you. I threw myself at Gru to buy you time to try to get that man out of there. Because that is my role in this tribe.
Sal's kind of lets you say your piece, just kind of taking it all in.
And he starts rolling his sleeves back down and putting his gauntlets back on.
Something that precious to you, huh? That we are.
Nods.
Suppose that's certainly an adequate justification for anger. But now, Sal's kind of gets up. He walks on over and he very poignantly pokes you in the chest. You need to let me do my job. We all appreciate everything you do. We all appreciate every time you run out in there to take that bullet. But you know what you do every time you run out to do something? You get further from us. You get further away. How easy do you think it is for me to watch your back from so far when you attempt to leave us, dust? How do you think I'll be able to watch your back if you run out to a place I can't follow? And I don't mean a distance or anything. But you know what kind of place I'm referring to. Your anger is understandable. I get it. I understand it. And I will be the first to say thanks for all those bullets you have taken for us. But we are still here to make sure that you get back up. And in my role, as you so chose it, to watch everyone's backs, it also means that I gotta step by and make sure that we're always protected from each other and from ourselves. Now, what I said earlier was I had faith what you did and your anger and all of that. So let me be the first to say this. I see that there is potentially something very wrong here. I'm looking at my good friend in there who will put his life on the line for gold that is difficult for the rest of us to come by. You will throw yourself to make sure that we fare better. And I see one of our group, one of our tribe, is not taking it very well. And I'll admit, I don't know what is going on in his head. But I will say that what you've told me today, well, I can't say that I can't give you full marks and you got a clean bill of health. But I think your heart's in the right place and your mind's in the right place. So yeah, I don't have any issue with what you did yesterday. All came out okay. But if we're going to go on this field trip the next day or two, we may need to head any of this other potential danger off at the pass. much as Belky was making light of it. And while there are individuals that will be looking out for us and our safety, that is not a guarantee. I don't want this boiling over into that harsh, uncaring desert and those empty, hungry tombs.
So you suggest this be dealt with before we leave out?
I think so. I don't know the right approach for that, I will openly admit, but I do think it needs to be handled.
Things do concern me. A number of things concern me. Especially with how easily he is to distance himself from everybody. Like you said, you can't watch my back when I've run ahead to tackle the biggest threat head on. We can't watch his if he's nowhere nearby. And this isn't the first time that he's done this. Remember back when he disappeared, severed ties completely, and then all of a sudden 3 bodies show up?
Don't I? I still feel like something happened to him that day that he's still holding over. Something he's not sharing. I don't know if that relates to this. I hope not. But I don't think... God, I cannot believe that I'm the one saying this in retrospect, but... he is separating himself from us in a concerning way. And we're going to have to... I have to make sure that he comes back safe and sound, rather than venturing out further. Iapetus mentioned that she wanted to head on over to the Biblioplex tomorrow. Invited me to go along with, pick up some supplies. I think I'll bring this up to her, and kind of get her thoughts on the matter. If anyone is going to get through to that boy, it's going to be her. But you better be prepared. If something happens, I wouldn't be surprised if this comes down crashing on your shoulders first. And I gotta watch your back for that onslaught, don't I?
It would be appreciated, but that is part of my duty as a part of this tribe to bear that burden. And as they've been talking, he has been working on something. And CG, I am going to send you an image of what he has been working on and what he has been fixing and building. It is a modified version of this.
Interesting.
But
What's
it has more of a let me see. It has more of a look of this. I know. The crimson flags are flying, aren't they?
Yeah, it's as if, As you've been making all of these preparations, Salas just looks down. So, is that what this is for?
This is just something. So you know when we went to see Professor Morg in his manor, and he pulled me aside and he showed me something. He handed me a slip of paper, a slip of parchment. This is a modified version of what he showed me.
I don't think I can make heads or tails of this if you told me to.
You remember the things that I took from Dapplewing's Manor?
Yes, from that place we've never been before. Shift yes.
Exactly. I took a particular component out of each of them, and I built this out of it. One fire, one acid.
All right. He kind of looks around and notices it's kind of like missing, and then looks back to you. You clever son of a bitch. Well, par for the course at this point. When do you even have time between classes and cooking to cook up stuff like this?
I have a vivid imagination. To protect, as they say, to protect love, one must often be ready to go to war. But one has to be careful. To open one's heart to love is also to open one's heart to the knowledge of hate.
Let's just hope that whatever this is only used in the name of love, right?
Precisely. This will only be used to protect that which is important. And he cracks it in half, and he loads it before closing it again. Only to protect the tribe.
It's reassuring to see our front line so bolstered then.
Your bolstering is up next. We have to keep the front as well protected as we keep the back.
I can't help but wonder the absolute curiosities that you'll make, Mr. Vivid Imagination.
He reaches out, places a single claw onto a sheet of paper, sheet of parchment, and he drags it along the table towards Salas. And he shows the design of what he was planning.
He looks at the design, he picks up the claw, kind of fiddles with it in his fingers. Oh, this could work. This looks right snappy.
The best way to be protected is to never let your foes know that you're protected in the first place.
Ain't that the truth? I must say, this is grand, what you've got going on. I don't imagine you need too much of a help, but if you need anything, absolutely feel free to let me know.
Of course. Only thing I need is your measurements, and I can get those pretty easily.
Hey, I'm here right now.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get this done.
Alrighty. While you guys will begin working and then taking your rest in the night, I'd say now would be a good time for our break.
Hey.
Break?
Break.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was a lot later than it was.
I know. It felt way later.
Surprise!
That's why I went, break, what?
Yeah, it's break time.
Yeah.
I absolutely didn't run to the bathroom briefly earlier while no one
Totally.
noticed.
Totally 100% did not do that. Yeah.
Also,
anyway.
chat artists, you have your assignments.
You do,
We
yes.
heard things about measurements and like getting fitted for things.
Yeah, no,
artists, do your work.
No. I want to point out that's not the thing that you should focus on. It should be what came after that, and I can get those real easily.
No. That I noticed. And I was just like, I'm gonna let that marinate. Artists, do your job.
Marinade. Anyways, I believe now is a good time for break. I'd say 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna go check up on Poochie.
I need to get some agua.
Yeah!
I have water,
Hope y'all
so-
are enjoying this. We got a little emotional tonight. And also, we're getting
That
into
was a-
some interesting reveals.
That was a wonderful scene. Oh my god.
All of it's been great tonight for RP.
I just
And
want
on
to
top
Whole time, just fuck. Exactly.
I just want to say this also. Imagine how chat would take that. They could also see the the call text while that was all going on.
Before we go on break, I will say this. I want you all to realize I love you
Yes.
so much that I have fucking 7 maps for the upcoming couple sessions.
Ooh.
Dear God.
And 4 of these maps are just of the same thing, but on different levels.
Wow, okay.
But yeah. BRB, I'm gonna go check on Apuchi, because I don't know if the mother and father are back home. And also-
Yeah.
I feel like stealing my SO for a quick second.
Oh, okay.
It's nothing serious, it's just... Mwah.
Legal
Okay.
theft is alright, it's fine.
Legal theft. I see. All right.
You gotta be careful saying that to a guy like me, because then I'm going to twist it and go, I can steal from the government!
So we'll see in like what, 10 minutes?
Sounds fine.
Alrighty. See you soon.
Yeah, BRB.
Hey, chat. You're stuck with me. How are you?
I'm also here.
You're stuck with Vaughn and I. You're stuck with the siblings. Whatever will you do?
I think I've seen a movie about this before.
Well, hey, let's put it this way. At least we're not. Well, I just realized.
Crimson Peak?
No, I was gonna say at least we're not the fucking what's their last name from fucking Code Veronica. Those siblings.
Oh, gotcha. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think of it right now, but I know exactly who you're thinking of. There's also a horror movie that I think came out within the last year that relates specifically to two siblings scaring the shit out of, I believe, their adoptive parents.
Mm.
Oh man, that was a heavy scene, but needed. Oh, so good.
I put a lot of thought into what my character's motivations are, and I play their flaws as best as I can.
I can tell. I'm also kind of glad Iapetus wasn't too far off the mark with how she assessed what Indira was doing during that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she didn't know everything down to the wire, but she was just like, he's never really put us in harm's way like that before. He's not gonna start. He had his reasons. I trust him.
I've returned.
I mean,
Welcome back.
I've explained what Aeos' view is when we talk after sessions. I'm not spoiling it for chat.
Oh, of course. Luckily for what I said, chat already heard that discussion with Belky last session, so they know.
I
Bubba.
also, since we've got at least CG back here now, CG, I think I've just realized something. After this, we need to show, Krista, recent Tony Storm and explain that that's just our Belky now. You know, chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe. Only in this case, it would be an axe.
Oh, also, Bubba, I'm sorry. I hope you get to spend the remainder of the evening at least relaxing. That's a lot of upper body work.
Yeah.
Most of the day, running to go get mooncakes and looking after two doggos whose owners had an event to go to but got sick, but were too sick to like move. So I ended up walking the dogs instead of house sitting. They good beans.
Oh, early for mooncakes? Or late?
Oh no, the Mid Autumn Festival went from the 28th to the 30th, so I just barely made it. One of my local shops had a
Thinking of
matcha
different
lava
mooncakes.
cake. I'll send you guys a picture of them on Discord. They were really pretty. They had lava mooncakes, and then they also had like a traditional mooncake. It made me very happy.
Oh, why? I thought they were around New Year's usually.
Oh, so that's the Lunar New Year. I think they also do mooncakes then too.
Yeah, that's what threw me off.
Oh no, I got you. The Mid Autumn Festival or Mooncake Festivals for the bunny, the one who was willing to basically give up his life so that I think the hunter or something could eat, something like that.
Or rabbit.
And that's why you
Oh,
can see the
little
rabbit in the
rabbit.
moon. But speaking of artists doing their job, yeah, that whole I can show you the world or the Willy Wonka situation, yeah, that's happening.
Meanwhile, Daedalus out here is turning into a counterterrorism expert.
But to my poor boy.
Hey, if you would like a training course in counterterrorism and how to deal with that, surprisingly, something just dropped to help with you. How did, like, CSGO 2 drop, and no one knew about it?
Hang on. CSGO 2 or CS2?
CS2.
They are confusing the shit out of me. Because they say Counter-Strike 2. I didn't see a CSGO 2. Like, what the hell?
Also, I was going back through my images, and I'm pretty sure I've shown this to you, Zai, but I'm just going to drop it in the Discord anyway. I found your, if we have a college prom, I found your dress.
See, you found IRL me's dress, given that she doesn't wear them often. Iapetus, what I sent, so chat, you guys can't see this, but in call text chat, when we were talking about what to wear for the archaeological dig, I sent a picture of Evie from the Mummy Returns, or like from the Mummy series. She would wear things similar to that. But as classy as you could make it.
GG.
Yeah.
Why are they calling it Counter-Strike 2, but it's a direct upgrade to CSGO? That's what's confusing. It is literally called Counter-Strike 2.
While you answer that,
I
I'm going
don't
to take
know.
my bathroom break now, so I'll be right back.
That's why I was like, wait, how many CSGOs are they making?
All of them.
Like, what?
Can I just say, I'm looking at this dress that Vaughn posted, and I have to say, this is a normal dress from like the waist down and then the waist up. It's like if you mixed Yuna and Oren's outfits.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, it's as if they took Yuna's dress and put it on a Guado. And then said needs more shoulder pauldron.
I was thinking,
This- Go ahead.
this makes me think of bees.
Also, yes. I can see why.
Hey, CG.
Yes.
That last thing that I sent you is codename Project Double Dragon.
Guest starring the Battletoads.
Yes.
Thought a double
I
dragon
love it.
neon.
I have an entire list of things that I have to make for the party.
It's just this man is just a tinkering machine.
The art.
Oh, just wait. I've asked Frost about using the Kibbles crafting system to streamline my weapon and armor crafting items.
Good call, by the
I gotta
way.
look into that.
I haven't looked through.
I can-
I haven't like gone through the whole thing. Just kind of like skimmed it, but still, hot damn.
Bro, you can make siege weapons.
And what's this from
Built
again?
in this
Since I'm out of the
century.
loop.
Kibbles. Kibbles crafting.
I'll have to.
It
I'll
is
make a
an
base cannon.
in-depth system that allows you to be able to craft various items by gathering resources slowly and then using them to craft whatever you like. There's things for magic item creation, blacksmithing, wand whittling, scroll scribing. Let's see.
And when we say it's in depth, it's in depth.
We have harvesting. We have types of materials. We have reagents, magical ink, essences, ingots, hides and leathers, parts, woods, leather and hide, cooking, metal, wood, magical materials. For crafting, we have alchemy, poison crafting, blacksmithing, cooking, enchanting, scroll scribing, wand whittling, leatherworking, tinkering, wood carving, rune carving, engineering, weaving, cobbling, masonry, glass blowing, painting, brewing, jewelry crafting, carpentry, tailoring. We have new magic items. We have a ring called the Doodle Ring. It's just a ring that lets you finger paint.
Oh,
It's really good. Just from the little bit that I've seen, it is solid. And I think that's part of the things that's one of the things that I tend to look for in respectability as far as like homebrew shit. Because this is, I mean, obviously it's a whole system, so it's big. But you could tell that a lot of work went into it, you know? People tried, people tested it out, and most of the homebrew that I see, or like people that come up with, I just feel haven't been given as much thought or like tested it, you know?
I know mine doesn't count for that because you know exactly how much thought goes into it.
Yes, I am a part of that, which is why I signed off on it. This has received exactly the amount of thought.
Speaking of which, I'm probably going to talk to you about a ranger subclass because I need to start making content for the Patreon, and I at least have one subclass already. Well, I've got a list of subclass ideas, but this is the one that I think has the most legs to be quickly made. I'm thinking of the Pack Hunter Ranger Conclave.
So, like, how, in what way does that work?
Two ways. The core thing is that they are a support-based hunter, so they only get one buff for like offense, and that'd be their core ability that they'd get at first level. But all the spells they get are healing or buff related.
So it's pack in that it's supposed to be team oriented.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Like the at least from the beginning ideas I have for it, is that similar to like how you can do extra damage like to one creature once per turn. Once per turn, you could choose between one of 3 ways to deal with advantage. 2 for yourself, and then 1 for giving the help action at a certain amount of range.
Masterminding it.
Yeah, somewhat that. Like, but again, it has to be slightly better than just regular advantage, where, you know, because otherwise there's already mechanisms for that. This is supposed to be versatility. So yeah, I'll walk you through some of the ideas I have for it, but I'm mostly just trying to get the first core one down, and then the rest I can just mess around with, because Rangers are at least modular enough that they're not a pain to make. Like, we're not talking about a rogue or a monk. Oh, don't get me started on how much pain it is to homebrew for those. Ooh.
CG, take a look at this.
I'm reading now. Ooh. Okay. Real talk. How do you pronounce the name in this?
Yves?
I knew it. Of course they do it. Also, that shit is useful as fuck.
I know.
Ooh, those cookies look good. Is that matcha? Oh, his eyes muted.
Yeah, I think they had to...
Oh yeah, sorry, I was heating up
That's
chili.
okay.
Yes, those are moon cakes. The green one
Oh.
is a matcha lava moon cake, and
Mm.
the brown one is a traditional red bean.
I love red bean. I've not had mooncakes. I thought that was for Chinese New Year.
So that's what
Right?
that's what Wiley said too. It's for Lunar
Fused
New
Asian
Year.
sounds.
It's for Lunar New Year, and it's also for the Mid Autumn Festival. And the Mid Autumn Festival, or the Harvest Moon Festival, goes from September 28th through September 30th this year. So I just barely had time to pick up some today, and I was so psyched. The location,
Nice.
because like my local shop, one of my local shops, they almost always usually run out. And this time I went to a different one, and they had 8 different flavors. 8.
Nice.
That never happens.
Hello.
Hi.
We are back. Roll call for everybody. Vaughn.
Hi.
CG.
Oh,
Wiley.
Hey, ass butt.
Alright. Me. Beep. Bob.
I sent you the design for the thing via DM. I'm also here.
Alright. Krista.
How wow.
Zai.
Oi.
Alright. If everyone is back, we shall continue.
Alrighty.
You will all wake up to a new day. A fresh day. A day where we'll all have a chance to gather any supplies you would like before you are to head out. There is a note that is given to each and every one of you via your dorms. The note basically reads off and is a letter from the school. You will all be departing together as a group. Once you teleport down into the city, where you will all be boarding a ship known as the Auspice. You'll be taking the Auspice all the way from Zasper down into the Shining Sea, heading up into Calimport. They ask that you pack plenty of clothing. Food and water will be provided as well, but it does not hurt to bring your own rations, as there can be a need for emergency. Make sure you stock up on any medical gear that you might believe is important, as well as remembering to be on best behavior. as you are going to be both teleporting into a clientele city that is providing, well, contrative access to the port that you are needing to, as well as heading into an official city-state. To put it bluntly, you're entering a sovereign territory. Be on best behavior.
Sounds good. So, food and rations are provided. We should get medical stuff. And, what we should also... I don't think it mentioned anything about, like, clothing or anything.
It did say clothing. Pack plenty of clothing. Because you will be entering a very different change of climate.
Mm-hmm. All right. In that case, since Iapetus mentioned the mentioned that they wanted to go with, Salus will track her down and potentially go shopping.
Okay. Is there anyone you want to grab besides Iapetus?
Anyone... Well, we made our plans known, but anyone who is willing and wants to come along can. Unless, Iapetus, you'd rather just we go.
She's Iapetus is fine with whoever wants to show up, although she's probably under the impression that Belky and Antimony are going fashion shopping, which would probably be different than where we're going.
We are
which
going to
means...
steal Goldblum to do that too.
Yeah, Goldblum's gonna get his rocker.
Yeah, and so that means unless Indare or Daedalus come along, and Daedalus has been kind of nope. That sounds like it's probably just him and I.
Sounds good.
I actually have to check something, so Daedalus might be preoccupied for a certain number of hours. I need to check my actual subclass abilities here.
Although if Indare isn't able to go or does not want to go for like other reasons, Iapetus would ask if there's anything that he particularly needs so that she could keep an eye out for while she's there.
Indare would absolutely go.
Hawa.
Yeah, if Indare's going with them, Belky will. Yeah. Why not the whole group go shopping?
Okay, so that is everybody. Daedalus, were you gonna go group shopping too?
No. He is in his room currently, doing some very arcane stuff because he is actually going to use the let's see here, the 500 GP Topaz to rebuild his arcane matrix. So even though he can't inscribe 4th level spells into it, he will have it prepared, but because of how it's built, he literally needs to spend an hour per spell level for each of the recorded spells in it so far.
All right then.
So that's a minimum that's a minimum of 3 hours that he's going to be busy doing that.
No problem. I will leave you to your device, if that is all right. We'll currently just be using the shopping.
Before Iapetus leaves for like with the others, she probably would, like before they got there, try knocking on his door, on Daedalus's door, the room connecting one. If he doesn't answer, then she'll just leave.
Yeah.
I would say Daedalus would hear him knocking.
Yeah. Well, first things first, Daedalus is going to go up onto his shelf, grab the bat, and then he is also going to head over to the door. Hello? Yes?
It's your sister.
Hey.
Yeah, I know. That's why that's why I just didn't ask who is it. He just opened the door and said, yeah.
Yeah, because it's the connecting door. Hey, you've been MIA for the last couple days. What's going on?
I've been having to troubleshoot some things. Also here, I think this is Belky's. He just hands you over the bat.
Ah, yes. It technically is meant to help keep an eye on you. Just make sure you're okay. But all right.
Well, I haven't been in my
She
room
will-
much, so that's kind of a sunk cost.
Fair, but I mean, you could never mind. I was gonna say you could carry it with you, but with everything else you've been carrying as of late, so she will just, she'll take the bat. But you working on things aside, seriously, are you all right?
Dale's face is just going to kind of be very neutral, and he is thinking about, and he is processing a lot of things. I am hopefully getting there.
On your own for a bit, you're usually trying to process something. And though I can't force you to tell me what it is, Lucy, it probably is best to talk about it at some point when you're ready.
I'll try, but for right now, I just need to do some things to get ready for the trip. Stuff that I can only do here while we have the time.
Speaking of that, I am going to swing by the school store to pick up, or swing by a couple stores to pick up a few things for the trip. Silas gave us some advice because this is more of his field than it is mine. So I trust his expertise on that. Do you have clothes and such for a desert climate?
You would know Daedalus. He basically has 3 outfits that all look basically like what he is wearing, and then he has his night clothes.
So like with that in mind, then she's gonna be like, "Do you have clothes for?" Actually, never mind. I'm gonna pick up some things for you while I'm there.
Oh, okay, one
If
second here. You'll see him dip back into the room, come back with a pouch. Here, just take what you need.
Oh,
And
no, you're fine, you're fine.
No,
I got you.
No, I insist, trust me. You'll notice that this pouch is quite heavy. Like, it's probably as heavy as your pouch currently is right now. And you also remember he did not take money from that entire excursion.
I can only assume you got this by legal means, but given Mom's rules, even if you didn't, you probably wouldn't tell me. So, how about this?
I mean, I told you. I don't have to worry about money. I have distributing rights to my spells. I got that all for less than a day's work.
Oh, no, I didn't know if it was from something else, but alright, cool. It's clearly legal then. Alright, well, how about this? I don't know how much everything is gonna cost, so I'll just let you know when I get back, but I'll pick it up. Otherwise, I have to lug it.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Don't worry. And you will now know that you have 210 platinum.
What?
I made 2,200. I made 2,200 gold. Well, no, I made 2,000 gold off of sales for my spells. I had 238 gold that he recovered from the last thing. And so after like spending $100 to get that one first level spell, he went and just got converted to platinum so he could carry it instead of having to lug around a chest. So yeah.
So please tell me please tell me Lucy didn't hand her the entire pouch of platinum.
Oh no, he gave you all the platinum. He's got 38 gold on him.
So no, Lucy. Hold on to the bag. I will let you know how much it was when I get back. I don't think it's a good idea for you to not have much money on you and me carry around what I have and what you just gave me. Have we learned nothing from getting robbed?
I mean, to be fair, I didn't really care about the money to begin with. It's just a tool.
Yeah, we definitely need to talk later. So what she's going to do then, she will say, all right, fine. She will take out 10 platinum and leave the 200 other platinum with you. This is to cover whatever it is we get for you, and you will get your change. And she's like, I will talk with you later. Try not to blow anything up. And she will just like walk away and close the door and like hold on to the bat in her bag.
Dale will shrug. just tie off the bag, put it back on his desk, and get back to the rather rigorous process of having to build a very specific arcane focus that is one of a kind. Actually, at this point, 3 of a kind, because he had the original one he started with, the 2nd level one, and now he's making a 3rd level one.
But yeah, that's all she was gonna do. She will either find the others, or if they come knocking on her door, she will let them in.
All right. Well, if that's the case, anything else?
And that's it for me, so it's up to the rest of the group.
Good.
Shopping.
Yep.
Then we go shopping.
Shopping episode.
Surprise! It was a shopping episode all along. That's the ultimate form of therapy. Capitalism. So yeah, you all go out shopping. I will get you prices for anything you need. Let me kind of get a group tally. What all are you looking for?
Spare clothes is probably the big one. Sunscreen. Probably some hats and other protective gear against the sun.
Okay.
Gotta make sure we get, I'd say, probably like 1 set of emergency gear or some form of emergency contacts. Not sure what that would be.
Like a flare?
Yeah, a flare would be good.
Yeah, I could easily get you a flare.
To be fair, you would also know Daedalus has access to basically used his spells as a flare before.
That
I can just
is
cast
what,
produce
that
flame.
would be great if everyone was Daedalus, but not everyone is Daedalus, so we gotta prepare.
True. I will say that you will be able to find and go shopping throughout the school stores for clothing. There is food and everything else. If you would like to pick up anything else, I would say you can also check out the one's magic shop that's currently in school, unless you want to go ley lines.
I guess I could skim over the magic shop. Sure.
All right.
Just-
Salis, I assume it's just you, or is everybody coming in?
We're all as a group, right?
Correct.
Then yeah, why not?
All right. So the shopkeep kind of sees your group and goes, "Hey, the heroes!"
Heroes. Hey, do we get a hero discount?
No,
Aw, come on.
I'm not giving you a hero discount. I will say I did have a couple things in the shop. What are you looking for?
Oh, we're just preparing for the field trip tomorrow. Just kind of doing a little browsing. Stopped by the more mundane area earlier and thought we'd poke our head in here.
Not bad, not bad. Wait, field trip? Where are you going?
Desert. Going for that archaeology trip.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific. Do you know how many deserts there are in the world?
We're getting teleported for the field trip. We
I
just need
believe-
something that looks nice.
I think the teacher said Azazaspur. We're heading through there up to Calimport.
Yeah, Calimport.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in Calimsham. Yeah, I heard about that place. Yeah, avoid the plane of stone spiders. That should.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there's a plane known as the plane of stone spiders. It's literally as the name implies.
And they're stone spiders.
Yeah, big suckers. They look like boulders.
Noted.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're trying to get into Alm Ravine, but you know that's opposite side of the plane, and that's towards the Alamir Mountains. I think that's right across with the Lake of Steam on the border kingdoms.
So those were a lot of proper nouns you just threw at us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, forgive me, you're
Actually,
not going.
Shopkeep, would you have any maps of those places on hand?
That's a good idea.
I've got a world map if you want. I got
Oh,
world
yeah.
maps. Hold
I'd
on.
love
Yeah.
one.
That'd be great, man. How much?
Yeah, I mean they're pretty cheap, so kind of just here. Allow me to do you all a favor. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put this in. Where would I want to put this? Party notes, weekly actions. I'll put this in
Memes.
the. I feel like we had a thing.
Depends what you're looking for.
Was looking to see if we had like a bag for everybody.
No, because we don't have a bag of holding. We kind of just everyone keeps track of their inventory.
Yeah. We could
Not anymore.
possibly. Hey, Shopkeep, you wouldn't happen to have a bag of holding, would you?
No. You kidding me? I wish.
Yeah, it would be incredibly useful for, students like us to keep all our shit in.
Yeah, well, we had an incident. About,
Uh-huh. What kind of
200
incident?
Kid put a bag of holding in a bag of holding.
Who the fuck did that?
Someone who's very dead, apparently.
Yeah! Except you should not sell it to the same person twice. That's kind of, you're the only person I ever see here.
Oh, this wasn't me. This is a long ass time ago.
Alright.
Here, I'll just, And he kind of just goes through his material and he's just gonna go, fuck it. I'm gonna put this, and I'll put this in party notes for everybody. That is the map we use.
It's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map!
Oh,
Geek.
Yeah!
so much map.
It's a very big fucking map.
I
This
see.
is how East.
And
This
you
is how
guys
East
are going
Side
into
feels.
Calimsham, which is that area far down.
Ah, I see.
Just gonna
Yeah.
bookmark that.
Yeah, I used to do a little bit of traveling. Not adventuring, just traveling.
Yeah?
Yeah, furthest I ever went was, Termish. Past the Dragon Coast, you know?
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
Fortunately, by the looks of this, just kind of looking at the map, we can avoid the plane of stone spiders if we just try to circle our way back to Calimport if we get lost.
I would recommend don't go even in there, because, it's spiders. I hate
No, I'm saying we can just turn back. With the map, we can make sure to turn back to Calimport if we get lost and not have to cross an entire distance to find the plains with the stone spiders in them.
Yeah, because otherwise you'll end up in Almravine, and, that's kind of a shit area.
Yeah, the professors only mentioned that we're taking a teleportation circle up to a certain point, but then we have to take a boat or something the rest of the way. So
Yeah, it makes
having a map
sense.
on hand wouldn't hurt just in case we did get turned
No.
around.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Calimport's kind of how do I put it? They're kind of a little weird and stickly when it comes to magic and stuff.
Sal,
Go on.
go ahead. Yeah.
She was just gonna say go on.
What was Sal's gonna do?
Salis is looking at the map and just kind of keeps going on to the east. It's like, oh, cool. There's a marsh that identifies as non-binary.
Fuck
How
off!
to them?
Where do you fucking see that?
It's the they marsh.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
For a second, I thought I was gonna have to throttle you.
No, it's literally called they marsh.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's Stickler down there. Mad Chick's kind of a little meh. I know the city-state's pretty good, but, you know. At least you're not heading into the friggin' Shard Desolation.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Well, I'm not really all that great, but the Shard Desolation used to be this whole-ass huge kingdom. Once was a thriving forest, lush, and everything else, and then someone did something stupid, apparently in the ancient times, and now it's a desert. And also a gateway to a giant chunk of the Underdark. The Underchasm, I think it's called. And
I'll
he
make
kinda
sure
points it on
not
the
to go
map.
there.
Oh yeah, do not go there. There is some weird shit. Like squid face people.
What?
Ugh.
Yeah.
They always give me the heebie-jeebies. They stare at me real funny whenever I'm out front at the bar.
Yeah. Granted, I mean, that's like the third worst place. Well, that's like the fourth worst place to be on
Oh,
this
yeah?
entire world. Yeah. I mean, technically, there's Schultz, and he goes, there's the Underchasm, there's Schultz. Don't go to Schultz, there's like some freaky animals on there. Icewind Dale. Which, you know, I mean, like, hey, you don't want to deal with all the ice. And then, there's Thay. And he kind of shudders. Ugh.
Did we hear about Thay in class?
You have not heard about Thay in class.
Huh. Funny that. You would have thought the first thing they teach wizards would be, don't be like Thay. They bad.
They don't want to mention them anywhere.
Got it.
Yeah, those are the 4 places you want to stay the hell out of. Whether it be at the Underdark, some weird animals, up in the frozen tits of the north, or, yeah, and he kind of just circles around the map, you know.
So wait, there was a Thay place on the map that they're like, yeah, do
Thay.
not
Yeah.
go.
Thay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, we don't. You don't go there. You will not come back.
What makes you say that?
He looks around and he kind of leans in. Look, that's where all the bad juju magic shit is.
How bad could it be?
Like, Birth of Lichdom kind of bad.
Okay, bone daddies. Got it.
No. I don't think you understand. That is the birthplace of some of the most fucked up shit. Like, allow me to explain. That place right there, and he kind of... You see him pull out a necklace, and it's got all these different holy symbols on it.
Mm-hmm.
That is bad juju all around. They say a god was once born there, and that god was terrible.
A god? What kind of god?
Necromancy kind of god.
Not familiar.
Yeah. Better you not. And he kind of just puts the holy symbols away. Anyways, listen. I can get you any supplies you need. Anything in particular you're looking for? Clothing, food, medical.
Yeah, lots of food and first aid kits and that.
Alright, yeah. I've got a couple kits on me. I've also got tons of beef jerky.
Nah, jerky's great. That's some excellent protein on the go.
Exactly, and you don't need to worry about the salt, because, hey, what's sand?
I don't
And
like
it's
to think
less-
about that.
And it's less likely to perish as well since it's already dried.
Exactly. He rummages into the back rooms, and he immediately comes back out with a bunch of medical kits. He hands you, as well as like giant boxes of beef jerky and stuff. You also see that he grabs a couple kits, and you see hydrator boxes, and he just puts them on the table. These you're also gonna need.
What are these?
Okay, so these are hydrator boxes. Basically, inside them you'll see these tiny little like stick packets. Each packet, when you rip it open, has this little magical powder that once you pour it out, it immediately turns to water. Pure crystallized drinking water.
Okay.
Nice, cold, and refreshing. This is what you want to keep stock up on. I got tons of this in my little preppers kits.
All right,
This-
Sorry, go ahead.
It gives you about a gallon of water. There's at least 10 sticks per box. So 10 gallons of water each.
Water, I think we're pretty covered in. Good idea, though. We should probably get, like, just one apiece should the worst happen.
Yeah, believe me, you'll want to keep this just as an in case.
That is the name of the game, is in
Yeah.
case.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. He kind of just rummages around. You might need some defense. I mean, you're magic users, but again, magic in Calimsham's a little wonky.
Yeah, why's that?
The Sultan down there, he does not like magic users. Something about attempted coup, like a couple decades back.
Wait. So our professors are having us go on a field trip to an area where I guess the resident leader of the area doesn't really like magic use?
I mean, we are.
To be fair, you're just traveling through. I mean, the guy still likes, magic.
But it doesn't work
Okay.
right.
Yeah, it's wonky. It's like, how do I put it? Restrained. It's like some weird controlling
Oh.
field.
It's kind of like a limiter or a dampener then?
Yeah, good luck trying to cast like a high-level spell down there.
All right. So I got a question for you then. You have a scroll of create and destroy water?
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
Yeah, okay. Can we get one of those for our wizarding friends over here?
Yeah, here you go. And he kind of just reaches in, pulls out a scroll of create and destroy water.
By chance, do you have anything like, say, kind of an environmental vest or something that you can keep close to the chest that, maybe it'll keep you cool during the day or warm at night or what have you? Something to keep the elements from killing you.
Kind of thinks about it.
Like, I don't know, a ring of comfort or something like that.
How about that one spell for oh god, what was it? Like you get a magical mansion kind of thing?
Good luck on that one. I wish I had that.
No? There's a thing though, right?
I mean, yeah, but again, I don't sell like the real high-end stuff.
Isn't there a smaller version of that, though?
Good luck on. I mean, there's the tiny hut, but I gave that to your one friend. Well, I have it on reserve actually for him.
Well, there we go. We can take it to him if you want.
Look, unless you're him, I ain't giving it.
All right.
I've got standards at least.
That's fair.
Would it
Fine,
count
yeah.
if it's his? Would it count if it's his sibling picking it up for him?
Just
Raises
that
her hand.
Red, yeah.
He actually sent me with some of the money that he said he picked up earlier, to get supplies for him because he's working on stuff in his room.
Can you get in touch with him real quick?
Yeah, sure thing. She actually is willing to cast sending to basically send Lucy a message saying, "Hey, bro, we're at the shop. Shopkeep says you have a spell on hold. You want us to grab it?"
They also just send back the will respond. Which of the two spells?
The hut.
He'll say, "Oh yeah, sure, go ahead." And then he'll cast sending himself to the shopkeep. Yes, that's my sister. She's got 100 platinum. No, she got 10 platinum there.
He'll accept the message in his head and go, alright. And he just looks to you and goes, yeah, alright, here you go. Slides over the scroll.
Thank you. How much do I owe you?
Well, yeah, technically it's a little bit more than 100 gold, but screw it. I'll take a net loss here.
Oh well, I mean, if you need the extra, I can give it.
You kidding me? The amount of gold I've been making recently.
Okay.
Here.
So about that hero's discount then.
No.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
You can try.
Yeah. Okay.
I cast guidance.
Thank you. I also would like to give. I would like to give myself bardic inspiration. So use up a bardic inspiration there.
All right. I want to see you roll, and this is just a straight.
Why? Inspiration gives me advantage.
Bardic inspiration lets you roll a bardic inspiration die.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You're thinking of the help action.
Yeah.
Why is this being? No, I didn't hit short rest. It's being silly. Okay, so normal for persuasion.
Yep. I'll let you have the guidance, and I'll let you roll a bardic.
29.
Damn.
Fuck.
Plus, let me see. So it's what, a D4
D4 for
D4,
guidance.
yes.
for guidance? Okay, hold on. D4, and then so it's 30. And what's the bardic inspiration die for this?
It should say on your sheet if you look at
bardic
thought-
inspiration.
I thought bards could only
Is-
give inspiration to others, not themselves.
I believe
There we go.
that's true.
Either way, it's 30. Let's see, you can inspire
Other than
others.
yourself.
Oh, okay. All right, it's still 30.
I'm gonna roll for this man. If he nat 20s, I'll be happy.
20. I got 30.
I know. I'm saying only a nat 20 would beat this.
Not even a nat 20.
No, nat 20 is an auto success no matter what.
That's not true.
It is. Baldur's Gate, honey.
Yeah, in Baldur's Gate, but not in D&D proper.
In D&D proper as well.
Not
Well, that's-
necessarily.
It doesn't matter. He fucking failed because
Yeah,
that's not
okay.
a natural 20.
All
Alright,
right.
look, fine. Here. And he kind of just rummages and he pulls out a couple cloaks.
Okay.
Here, cloaks of comfort.
Oh.
Let you
On the
maintain
house?
temperature.
That was mighty helpful.
Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart.
Literally, do not mention this.
Mention what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
I thought-
am just happy to have this scroll. Here is your 100 gold pieces. Completely understands
Well,
the message
10
being put down.
10 platinum,
It's
actually.
10 platinum to 100 gold. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the same.
I'm just saying, that's it's a power move to put down the platinum. I'm just saying.
You gotta get that baller money.
Man, do you happen to have any beads of nourishment by chance?
Beads of nourishment. Oh shit, I haven't heard that in a long while. Beads of nourishment. Beads. Kind of just looks. I've got. Yeah, I got some beads of nourishment. He pulls out like a little bag of beads. And it'll be like 20 gold.
Done. How many? So how many beads does he have, and how
50
many?
in the bag.
50?
50.
Cool. He will take the beads of nourishment for the 20 gold. And how much does he have of the Insta water?
A single box which contains 10 of these little packet rips. They're like pixie sticks.
Yeah, we were gonna do. I think we were gonna do like one emergency one for each, and then just run off of the stockpile that we have, the 2 different forms.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is really convenient for carrying a lot of water for somebody that
It's
cooks a
10
lot.
gallons of water and 10 pixie sticks,
Fair enough.
which could really help.
As a
So-
chef, this is a pretty good item for just normal cooking means.
Yeah. Anyways. Let's see. And he kind of just takes a look. Let's see. And goes, I've got a couple other items for all of y'all.
All right.
Please.
Hold on one second. Let me... Noted. He is going to look to you, Salus. Hey, kid.
What's up?
You're not much of a magical spell casting kind, are you?
Not really. Prefer to use my own 2 hands.
Alright, hold on one second. I think I might got something.
Says
for
the
you.
man with innate racial spellcasting.
Look at what I'm surrounded by, my guy.
I'm just saying.
Hold on. Kind of goes in. I think I got something here. Yep, I got something. You watch as he pulls out a small box, and as he opens it up, you notice there are rings in it. He pulls out 2 rings and sets them on the table. You might want these as a self-defense.
Interesting. What do I have the pleasure of purviewing?
Well, I'm not much of the magical man when it comes to, doing spell casting and shit, but I do recommend always having at least 2 rings of cantrips.
I'm listening.
This, and he points to the one that has this tiny. The both seem to be made of kind of copper, but one has like a little light blue line surrounding it, and the other one has a kind of nice warm orange line. That right there are 2 rings. One ring of firebolt and a ring of, frostbite. Well, a ring of frost.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect for anyone who wants to be able to cast spells without being a magic caster themselves. Best part is, don't require attunement.
No attunement, you say?
No attunement. Worth every penny.
I could always use a little bit more range in my diet.
I'd recommend it.
How much is this ring of firebolt going for you.
Normally I'd say, well, I mean, it is kind of a little bit of a self-defense weaponry, so 200 gold, but if you buy both of them, well, altogether it'll only be 200.
200 for both.
It's it's a ring of firebolt and a ring of ray of frost. I mean, hot and cold.
Yeah.
That seems like a steal. I'll gladly pay 200 for it.
Now, I should give you a heads up. The rings are base level. They don't get up unless you know how to upgrade them personally. You're only gonna be able to get them at the most weakest form. But still, having access to something that can burn someone or even, freeze them. Nothing to sneer at.
Well, while that is a fair point, I think I know a few helpful individuals who might be up to the task of improving them. I still think it's a fair deal.
Alright. Yours for 200 gold.
I shall make the purchase.
Alright. You take the 2 rings, you hand over 200 gold. And he says, pleasure doing business with you.
I'm going to add that to my inventory.
Let's see, we've got food, we've got water, we've got shelter, we've got medicine, we've got defenses, we have offenses.
We have fashion.
Kind of. Shopkeep, what do you have in the ways of clothes?
And what?
What do you have in the
Boats?
ways of clothes?
Oh, close. Sorry, I misheard you. I thought you said boats. I'm like, Nani the fuck?
I mean, clothes. I've got like loose shirts. I've got shorts. I've got, boots. I've got these. Kind of pulls out these.
But do you have boots and
grill
pants?
hats.
Boots and pants and boots and pants.
He got boots with the fur even.
With the
Damn.
fur.
Isn't that any boots that Dare ever wears?
And he has apple bottoms, but it's just the bottom of apples.
He's not a great grower.
Apple cores.
Yeah.
Well, if you have anything like trousers, shawls,
Oh yeah. No,
like
I
some
can use that.
loose fitted stuff.
Yeah. And he kind of just pulls out like a bunch of all. He goes back and he pulls out a rack, and you watch as he brings out all this gear. Basically, shawls, turbans, cloaks,
Okay.
all your needs.
So then she will essentially look for kind of what I sent in that picture, just like some trousers, a shawl of sorts, maybe a loose scarf, unless her winter scarf that their mom sent works, and she'll
You
look for
do not want a
something.
winter scarf. That will.
Oh no, like if that winter scarf was thick, then she's not taking it with her. It was mostly for like the cooler nights.
It's very
and-
basic gear that he has for you all.
Got it.
So
And if she sees anything that would be functional for the environment that Lucy could fit, that's what she would get as well.
hands it over. I would
I
say altogether it's gonna cost you just for the clothing like 20 gold coins.
Okay. One last thing. Is there a D&D equivalent of a compass? Or do we just look
That's
for a compass? Okay, true honest question.
Natural.
Is Nooblet.
Easy.
The next closest thing would be a sextant.
So then yes, she will also inquire about a compass.
Yeah, I got one.
Okay. So then yes, she
It's
will
only
buy
like-
those things.
The compass is just a couple copper pieces, so it's nothing even really to.
Just be glad, Zai, you didn't ask about the price of a D&D telescope.
Yeah.
I mean, real chat though. She would ask about a spy scope. She would.
Well, now we see how merciful a DM that J Frost is.
Yeah. How much is it?
It's only like 3 copper for a compass.
Well, no, she asked about a telescope too.
Or specifically a spy scope. A spy scope. Not a big
That's
old
gotta be a
fucking
little
tri
harder to
or your
get.
spyglass. Not a big old fucking telescope with a tripod.
What do I look like? A fucking observatory?
No, but I figured since you might have some people on campus who were more seafaring, that you might have a spyglass. Figured it wouldn't hurt to ask.
That's weird. You're weird. You made this weird.
Well, since
Shoot.
we're making it weird, Indare will slide him a piece of paper with a particular request.
Pics of the paper.
Frost, I'm sending you a picture of the outfit that Indare is looking for.
Okay, let me see this shit. He just blinks. Looks to you. Looks down at the paper. Looks to you. Looks down at the paper.
I can make it work.
Can't be weirder than what I was looking for.
Listen, it's called fashion.
Literally shows the doodle that she worked on when they were having the chat the day before. Yeah,
I feel
I
like
know.
I'm being a participant to an unfiltered burlesque show.
Slow head turn.
Look, I don't think I got this, my guy. This seems
That's-
like it's
That's fine. I can make it myself.
you do you. I am not here to judge. All I can say is to each our own life choices.
I mean, with that
Hey,
said,
Don't
would you
knock
know
it till you
another
try it,
thing?
my friend. It is very refreshing.
I'll stick to hunting. Thank you
Yeah,
very
like-
much.
Very quietly to Indare. So are you for real or is this a joke?
He takes the paper and he passes it over to Belky.
Okay. Let me see. All right. 1 second. My Discord's acting up. I'll look on my phone. It's all right. Give me a second.
I mean, if that shopkeep knows another place to look for clothing, then by all means.
All right, hold on. Hold on.
And he is doing this with a straight face.
Let me have a look. See, sorry. Is this what channel is this in? Call text?
Private message.
Oh, you privately messaged to me. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, you hear a slightly muffled. Yeah. Are you sure about that, kitty cat?
Hey, I can pull it off. I'd look damn good in it.
I mean, I know it wouldn't be hard to pull off. Is what I'm saying. No, but
Kids
like,
literally are gonna make me drink.
Sal's
I'm
currently
sure. I'm pretty sure, man. If you want something like this, we can get it where we're going. Like that's
Probably.
more their fashion.
Yeah. Anyways,
I did have one more thing I'm looking for.
what you looking for, kid? Please save me from your friends. They are degenerates.
We're a treat.
I'm looking for one last emergency item.
That
Something.
being
something to get like a flare or something to grab attention should we be far away.
Oh, flares. Yeah, no, I got plenty of those. Hold on. And you watch as this man pulls out a couple different things. You watch as he opens a box, and you see a giant, long box is placed in front of you guys. And he places a smaller box, and a smaller box, and he just goes, hold on, it's somewhere in here. No, that belongs to the Hunting Association. And nope, that's my personal project. Nope. And then you watch as he pulls out a box. Ah, there it is. So that's a small thing. Flares.
I will inspect.
It is a box of flares. These flares are simple. All you need to do is take the top. There's a section of it. It is about 3 inches high, with about a quarter of an inch up top that is right beneath it. Has a small circular black line around it. It has the instructions: yank top to ignite flare. Lasts for about 2 hours.
And how much will an individual flare or alternatively the box, if he's selling the box?
10 gold.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you 10 gold for the whole box. Always keep an emergency.
Wise are words, and Salas will pop down 10 gold.
Yeah, believe me, you always want this. You also want to keep a trusty sidearm.
Oh, I think we've got that covered. I think you sold me a little bit of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. There's magical rings. Me personally, I like to keep the boomstick.
What kind of rings you got?
I mean, besides the self-defense ones, I mean, what don't I have?
I mean, I have a bit of a penchant for magical rings.
I mean, I've got a ring of feather falling. That's a good one to always have. But unfortunately, that one's going to somebody who needs it.
I hope it helps them.
Yeah, you're telling me he has a natural habit of falling down things. I feel bad for the guy. Let's...
Everyone immediately think of the cartoon's sound effects for falling down a flight of stairs.
Me, I just thought back to all the times I go to work and I slip on the slime trail. Thank you, Wiley.
God damn it. But, yeah, not a whole lot. Oh. Let's see. No, I don't have it anymore. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And Dare just wanders over towards the clothes rack, and for the next 20 minutes or so, he's just going to go through and pick out about 12 different outfits for morning desert, afternoon desert, evening desert, night desert, weekend desert, holiday desert, party desert.
Out clubbing desert.
Yep.
No, he doesn't have the out clubbing in the desert.
He does not have the desert turn up outfit.
I was gonna say the Netflix and chill signal outfit.
Fuck.
Yeah, Belky will do her best to find something that is fashionable and within reason.
There's a very nice hat, well brimmed, and has kind of a feather poking out of it.
Alright, I guess.
There's also a triangular hat that's similar to your father's, with no feathers.
Oh, if it's like that, I'll take it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Is that everything you want?
Above game. You know those bullet belts, right? Well, Goldblum's gonna
Bandoliers.
look for one of those, but like with teeth.
You looking for a bandolier?
I think a bandolier
Above
would
game.
look great
No,
on
it's
him.
like it's just like a regular belt, but it's like the bullets. It's
Yeah,
you know
that's a
fucking the heavy
bandolier.
metal guys wear it.
Yeah, that's a bandolier.
Like the Hot Topic belts. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you don't wear it like a bandolier. You wear it around your fucking like a regular ass belt. Yeah.
They can be
Or
worn
with
as belt.
teeth.
Wiley, bandoliers are literally just belts, but you can wear them any way you want, just like you could wear a normal belt around your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about though, Wiley. The specific like Hot Topic / Spencer's belts. I have a few. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So you're looking for a bandolier, basically.
Yeah. Going for the
The
motorhead.
shopkeep kind of looks at you and goes, "I didn't take you to be a firearms guy."
What? I'm looking for teeth, not arms.
Kind of leans into the rest of you and goes, "I think your friend's broken."
No, he's just like that, man.
You get used to it.
I mean, hold on. And it kind of just, he goes, "All right, hold on one second." And
Now, you can't use metaphors with him. They go over his head.
Yeah.
You
Well, they
watch
won't.
as
I'll
this
catch
man
'em.
opens up a door in the bottom of the floor, and he goes, "Give me like 3 minutes."
What do you mean?
Closes it. As you hear him go around, and you hear boxes being moved, and then the trap door beneath opens up again, and this man
it the
pulls
monkey?
up with a bandolier. The monkey is currently eating a banana. All right, here you go.
How much
You
will this
can-
be?
Yeah, give it for like a silver. I will assume you just give him a silver or the equivalent of a silver.
Yeah. I don't think I ever converted all my gold
Yeah,
back to
Yeah.
silver and all that.
unless you
At least on
would've-
my sheet.
There's a reason I might have said that I specifically did that a little bit ago.
Yeah, he'll just take it and he'll go, "Alright. Anything else, kids?"
I think that's a
Going
resounding no.
once. Alright,
Yeah, I think-
great.
I think we're good.
Alright, thank you for shopping. Hope you have a great day. Keep your weird shit away from me, and don't do anything stupid.
That's what I was thinking of, Wiley.
Yes, that, but a fucking belt. I can't find a goddamn
Wiley,
belt with teeth.
there's no name for that. That's literally that's basically just a fetish. And no, not that kind of fetish. It's literally just someone used some lever and strapped teeth to a hat. It doesn't have a name.
Things to clip from
Yeah.
today's session. That's just a fetish.
Listen, man, I've given up
No
on people taking my
context.
words out of context.
No context, just take that out.
This is why I
The
hate
shopkeep
Google. I
thanks
just
you
can't
all
find
and
what I need.
politely yet firmly tells you to fuck out of the store.
I think we all leave at this point.
Yes.
Daedalus is going to think of something and immediately send a message to Iapetus. If you got the spell, I have bad news. I don't have any ink.
She will respond, okay, one moment. does it dawn on her that the reason why he doesn't have ink is because to have ink, he'd need to get it from Endare?
Well, that and also it's been a long time since we've added any spells to our books because that ink is expensive and we've all been too busy to ask for it.
That's true.
That he
A little
gave
bit of
me,
A, a little bit of B.
other than the fact that Endare gave me some a while ago to try to copy down spells, so I don't know if I used all of it because he gave me some to copy down. I think it was sending for Belky.
I will probably say that assume just enough to give you for your spells.
Gotcha. So then, shit. Lucy didn't have ink for the spell. All right, and she'll if the others have already walked ahead, she'll probably walk back into the store. Otherwise, she'll be like, wait a second. And there, how much do you sell ink for again?
Depends on what the shopkeeper needs it for. Depends on how much the shopkeeper's in need of supply. Why are you out again?
I'm kind of out, but apparently Lucy is out, and for the spell that I picked up, he needs it. So I was just gonna buy some for him since I'm here.
I'll get you some when we get back to the dorm room.
All right. Let me know how much I owe you for it. And no, you can't tell me no for it.
Watch me. No.
It's gonna be even worse side because you would know it's Daedalus' practice that as soon as he gets like a spell, he's also probably going to ask for your spell book and put that spell in it too.
Yeah.
So that's 2 3rd-level spells worth of ink, which is a lot of money.
It seems like we're gonna have to give that boy some ink pretty soon, eh?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
How are you getting so much magical ink before?
I believe so. If I remember correctly, I believe Lucian and Dare have a business arrangement with the shopkeep.
Oh. Well, why didn't you get us in on it?
I mean, I figured it was just their business proposition. Let them be great.
I mean, I guess.
Basically, I figured out how to produce the ink for inscribing spells into spell books, spell scrolls, so on and so forth. So I wait every so often, and when he runs out, I come in, I sell him more, and I take a sack full of gold and I send it back home.
Care of the family. She smiles at that.
Aw.
And you guys would know that Daedalus basically, like I said in the group chat, sold 2 completely new spells that don't exist anywhere but in his book. He sold the distribution rights to those spells to the shopkeep at a 60-40 split, which is why he was able to just hand his sister a bunch of platinum to care for items.
Yeah.
I will say, if you wish to give your brother some magical ink, it's not going to be a problem. I will let you go through with it, but I would like to finish with one last thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's starting to get a little bit late, my love.
Yeah.
There is. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Nah, go ahead.
So how about we finish this session off with one last quick thing?
Sure.
All right?
Yeah.
All right. I will say, for the rest of the day, you all get prepared. Just pack your clothes, your items, gear, everything else. And morning will come as you all head to bed. You all are brought to a gathering point within the Biblioplex. And you notice that joining you on this adventure is, of course, your professor of Archaeomancy, Liana Flametongue. You also see the twins. Both are standing beside her. And they all greet you one by one.
Oh. Well, this isn't creepy.
Yeah. As soon as everything's done, they tell you to make sure that you aren't forgetting anything. You all do your checks. You all are teleported immediately all the way to Zazaspur, into the city. It's bustling. There's plenty of traffic, but all of you are directed to follow the teachers. You head down to the dock, and it will be at this time you all will get to see the ship that will be taking you.
Ooh,
The Auspice.
nice.
Ooh.
And that is where we will end our session.
Nice.
Good sesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Zai, the spell you're going to want to add to your book is just in the compendium here as Tiny Hut.
Tiny hut.
Hut.
Got it.
But anyways, that is tonight's Say About the Spell session. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I'm going to probably dip, so no need for outros for me. But I do hope you all enjoy a nice, peaceful time. Instead of me, how about somebody takes my place? Krista, you take over.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. You probably won't find me on the internet otherwise, unless it's here. Though you might see me posting a few things every now and again on the Twitter. I will never fucking call it X. Sorry. It's literally twitter.com. But yeah. If not that, then I will be the disembodied voice hanging around in JFrost streams, or when we finally get together to do a couple stream. So look forward to that one. But yeah, mostly that's about it. This is the extent of my like presence on the internet. Wiley, go.
Well, you can find me at XWileyWilly at Twitch and Twitter at XWileyWilly. I play randomizers. Also on Tart's channel on Tuesdays, Helix Sucks on Thursdays, and I have a YouTube and Ko-Fi at WileyWilly. Bye. Where can we find you?
Aha, I was muted. You can find me here, twitch.tv/Zymusite and Zymusite on Instagram, doing streams on Tuesdays and Fridays, and occasionally on Thursdays for some Resident Evil 4. Mondays with Vaughn, for Resident Evil 2 remake, some specialty content. We'll see what happens there. And prepping for New York Comic Con, getting paint all over my hands. That is me. Bob, what about you?
I'm Shadow Dancer Bob. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, Shadow Dancer Bob. I got a lot of D&D throughout the week. So much D&D, it's insane. Like crazy amounts of D&D from in different places. Watch me play D&D, CG.
Hi, I'm the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media, but you can find me on various Good Beans D&D channels, such as twitch.tv/FartingTart. Previously mentioned for the Rascals and Ravnica game. You can also find us every Sunday for War of the Shattered Sun, wherein we are going to fight a Elder Brain and Beholder Mind Flayer hybrid upcoming. Yay, fun times. We'll see how that shakes out. Hold on.
Oh, well, you guys have already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, and now Patreon at BurnoutVaughn, where, yeah, we're just trying to do everything we can to get stuff out, especially after taking a week off. So, like Zai said, you can see us for Wizard Sibs Plays coming up on Monday. Some more Districtly Professional, our Ravnica game on Fridays. And then this coming week will be us returning to some more AI the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative with Zako Duo in No Love War Extra. And, yeah, gonna be a lot of fun for that. I already see someone on who I know is affiliated with a bunch of people here, or just travels into similar circles, so give me one quick second here. How many numbers are in their name? There we go. we're gonna hop on over to our friend Sin's channel, so that way, hey, they can show some love while they play some Fallout 76. What should our raid message be?
I don't know. I don't know any Fallout references.
Yeah, that's.
How about
I have no clue. I got nothing.
Let's keep it simple because it's probably gonna become like a byword in our group coming forward. Tiny hut.
We can always raid with "It's not a fetish."
No, I do not. I do not need Sin DMing me, being like the fuck. Yeah, I'm going with Tiny Hut.
I feel like Sin would get it though.
Nah, I don't want to have that conversation. So we're going to do Tiny Hut. I love you guys. We'll see you later. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye, chat.